Yeah, welcome in. Welcome back to another episode of the Format Podcast Live. Yes. And well, tonight we are here for, you know what we do. We're doing a live watch party, and we are going to enjoy game one of the NBA Finals. We're going to watch Tyrese Halliburton, the most overrated player in the NBA, go up against the newly minted MVP, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, as he tries to cap off the perfect season in his career. Transformer, what's good, man?
5 barrels of death. You don't understand. I got New York City in the palm of my hand, and I can make it tight fist and make it crumble ridiculous, so I can smack the world. My bad. I thought New York was in the finals. My fault. Dang, man. Dang.
Always in the building, man.
Dang.
Always in the building.
Dang.
Yo, Doc, I feel sick. Let me describe the condition. When I'm spitting, I feel desire similar to ambition. I know I'm hot, like feeling nuclear fission. Rhyme statistician, soldier of fortune on lyric missions. Disposition is definition of competition. Verbal magician, savage like Spanish Inquisition. In this edition of illyrical composition, my position is prohibition of whack coalitions. There you go. That's a little something from the kid from a long time ago.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir. I get down. I used to get down.
That was fire. That was fire, guys.
I try. Oh, man. But I'm excited for this game one, man. I'm definitely excited for this.
Man, me too, man. I'm ready to get some basketball going so we can hurry up and bring in football season, man.
Listen, I feel you. I do. But can we at least try to enjoy the finals here, the NBA finals?
Yes.
This is where legends are made. You know what I'm saying?
I can.
Yes. What up, Edward? What's going on? How's everybody feeling tonight? How y'all doing? Yeah, we're here, man. We're gonna enjoy this game, and hopefully we get an entertaining game, and hopefully we get a game where, you know, it's back and forth, it's nip tuck. We don't want to see a blowout. Quick side note: does OKC's arena look like a college arena to you?
Because of the colors they wear, they're more like Penn State.
Okay. Like I was just looking when they were showing it, I was like, this really looks like a collegiate environment. That's crazy.
Yeah. They get, like, every time they play, they remind me of Penn State because they make everybody either wear white.
Oh, the whiteout. Yeah.
The whiteout party. I mean, the whiteout game, or they go white and blue and it's in sections. So every time I think about it, I'm like, they're doing the Penn State thing, right?
So here's the question. I'm trying to think. I don't think there's anybody on, at the very least, either starting five who's ever played in the finals before. So the question now is, like, how do you get over SGA? God, that boy's serious. How do you get over the the initial nerves and everything of being on this stage for the first time?
For them, I think it's easier, right? I think it's easier for both teams. Why? Because neither one of them have been there. So it's all like, bro, we all knew. You know what I mean? So I think the nerves won't be as high as it normally would. If, for example, if the OKC was playing the Boston, or OKC was playing Milwaukee or something like that, like somebody with a veteran champion that's on the other side, who's been here, who's done that, who's made chase down comebacks and series and stuff like that. So I think at this point, it's literally 10 guys that are brand spanking new. They're like, hey, man, we just got to go out there and ball now. We're not really fearing the other team on the other side or any player on the other side. You know what I mean?
That's fair. Shout out Woodage. What's up, man? I guess it depends on where you are. We're on the East Coast, so it started at 8:30 Eastern time for us. So I guess you're on Central. Yep. So yeah, I guess it would depend on where you are. By the way, we haven't done this yet. Let's shout out the channel members. Of course, Baltimore Bruce was good. Bruce. It's Not That Serious. It's Not That Serious was good. Chief Sid Bubble, what's going on, Chief? Shout out to you. Shout out to the boys from Annapolis. Anxious to wait.
My boys. Oh, there they go.
And of course, shout out to our number one channel member, Laker Nation, host of the Be Ready Sports Podcast. In order to be ready, you got to stay ready. Make sure y'all check that out if you haven't already. Yeah, this is interesting. So one of the things I actually talked about the other day when I was talking about SGA as the possibility of him becoming the face of the league if he has one of those type of series in the in the finals, to basically cap off an incredible season that he's had already.
Mm-hmm.
I was talking about how he gets called a free throw merchant, right? And I'm thinking like, he really isn't a free throw merchant. The difference is in a league that we're so used to seeing the offense bail out the defense time and time again by taking threes, he really forces the hand of the defender and of the official by consistently attacking the basket. And so when you're not used to that, it's like, oh, damn, we got to call this because, he's getting hit when he goes to the rim. So I don't think that's being a free throw merchant. What's your thought on that?
I'm tired of hearing it, man. Plenty of greats have done it. Great Kobe, right? Sitting right behind me, chilling right here. Averaged more free throw attempts in a season in one of his greatest seasons than SGA. Michael Jeffrey Jordan has one of the highest free throw attempt averages in league history, right? In a season. You go back and you look at the greats that are five level scorers, right? They can do everything on the court. They can post you, they can drive it to the basket, and they have a mid-range. Shai Gilgeous is one of the only ones in the NBA who can attack, who shoots the mid-range, and then he'll occasionally shoot a couple of threes every now and again. When you're a constant driver of the basketball and you're that size, I believe he's about 6'6", give or take an inch.
Yeah.
When you're that level of driving constantly and always within 20, 15 feet of the basket, you're going to get calls, right? Dwayne Wade in 06, you're going to get calls. LeBron James, you're going to get calls, right? Like people talked about the Lakers for such a while in the last couple of seasons because they were averaging some of the most free throws every season. Well, if you look at how they play, they're always driving the basketball.
Forcing the hand of the
exactly. AD's going to the free throw line. LeBron James is known for going to the free throw line. We're going to average them. They're going to average the most free throws, man. So I don't consider that
LeBron said he was always in the bottom half of the league in free throw attempts. That's what he said on Mind the Game.
He was always in the bottom half.
That's what he said. Yeah, he said.
You gotta
that.
go back and look at the number. Like as far as superstars,
Rick Bucher completely dismantled that. Completely. I actually
meant like calls or something. I don't know.
No, he said in free throw attempts.
No, I know it was a bunch of BS that never gets called for LeBron.
No.
They started giving him that Shaq treatment.
Nah, he just
no. That's facts. They started giving him that Shaq treatment. That's for sure. That's facts. That's facts. I mean, you watch LeBron James, like him or love him or hate him. It's a lot of times you're like, God dang, all right, that's a foul. Right? Like you would normally call that on anybody else. But the fact that he just does it all the time, you're like, as a ref, you're like, I ain't finna call everything. You ain't finna have Joel Embiid level free throw attempts in a game, 20, 22, 23.
I say stop flopping and you will get more calls. That's what I say.
That's not it. That's not it.
That's what I say.
But I promise, boy, you can't give Bron no type of credit for nothing, boy.
That's not true. That is not true.
Oh, swear to God, it's always something with you, bro.
That's not true, but I mean, we got to be real.
He didn't flop all game and all the time, man. Like, let's be real. Be 100% real.
And he actually admitted on his show that he tries to trick the referees. He said that. Not my opinion.
I would too.
But what I'm saying is, so we know what he's doing. There's a difference between gamesmanship and trying to trick the referees. We know what this dude is about. Come on,
like Shai Gilgeous does all the time.
No.
Oh, I can pull up compilations, bro.
Not the same. No.
Oh my God. Okay. All right.
Really?
I'm not going to talk about Bron.
But the flop compilations are not valid, huh? Those aren't viable.
Apparently not. Apparently not to you.
You gotta be kidding me, man.
This man shot literally that little drive. Like, come on, man. They do it, bro. You got to stop this.
Yeah, nobody do it like
notion that LeBron is the only one, dog. That doesn't make it better. Sad, bro. It's so sad. Did
Gilgeous say he's the GOAT?
Moving on, bro. You know I don't do GOAT debates. That's just your opinion. It's all about your favorite player.
There we go.
It's all about your favorite player.
My favorite.
Tell me Jordan better than Bill Russell.
My favorite player has been retired for a very long time.
Yeah, he's not better than Will Chamberlain. He's not better than Bill Russell. He's not like. Come on now.
Who's not?
Neither Jordan nor Bron.
Interesting.
That's what them boys gonna say. So it's all about your opinion, bro. I don't. Thank you, Eddie. Okay. Definitely goalpost. Definitely moving it.
Not at all. Not at all.
Definitely moving it. When you got a distaste for somebody, boy, you would bring up some crazy shit, boy. I promise.
What crazy stuff? What crazy? I didn't bring up no crazy stuff.
Crazy stuff, man.
I talked about the flops. Like everybody knows that he does that are egregious.
That Shai Gilgeous does too.
Not close.
Not close now.
Not close. That's what I said. That's what I've been saying. Yeah, not close
now. That means you haven't been watching OKC.
Okay.
I want you to count how many times when Shai gets bumped, he does that crap right there. That's a flop. That's a flail. You're hunting, you're foul hunting. Jalen Brunson, we just saw him in the Knicks against the Celtics. He did it a lot.
Okay.
That's what they do.
Right. Okay.
James Harden was king of that stuff. He'll literally get to where he used to, when you try to hand check him, the little wrap the arm hook thing. They had to stop calling that. They changed the rule book because of that. Because James Harden was hunting. Come on, man.
I always talk about what James Harden was foul with what he was doing. And Bruce, you can't say excluding championships, somebody's the GOAT. Like, that's part of the GOAT argument. You can't say that.
That's part of a team argument, but
no. That's part of the GOAT argument, period. Because winning is like part of that. I'm not saying
if that's the case, then Bill Russell, bro. It's Bill.
But you didn't let me. That's why I said I'm not saying it's the end all be all, but it's part of the argument. It's winning, it's accolades, it's skill set, it's what you do for the game, it's stats, like all of it together. It's not one, it's not two, it's correction. In my opinion, those are all the things that go into the GOAT argument. In my opinion, which doesn't make it right. That just makes it my opinion.
Okay.
Yeah.
That's okay, because I'm about to say nobody ever seen nobody score like Wilt. Nobody even comes close.
Wait. Well, how is that true when Michael Jordan has a higher career scoring average than him? How's that true?
Nobody has ever scored like Wilt Chamberlain. Nobody came close. Not even Michael Jeffrey Jordan, bro. Stop. Don't do that. Don't do that to Wilt. Don't do that to Wilt, the big up Jordan. Please don't do that.
I'm not disrespecting Wilt, but what I'm saying, you just made a statement that the facts don't back up, right? Let's try it this way. Okay, let's try it this way. There's a lot of people who want to say LeBron is a better scorer than Jordan. Do you believe that? Because he scored more points than him?
As far as how to score, no, he's not.
Okay,
Jordan is a better scorer.
Right, Jordan's a better scorer, but he has less points than LeBron does, right?
Yeah.
Okay, good. Now,
math comes into this equation, though, right? You do know math is actually a thing.
Talk to me. Where does that come in?
So Jordan only played 15
Are we talking
seasons.
Totals? What are we talking about?
Well, you want to take averages in something, then then you changing the landscape of everything. You're changing the entire landscape. You want to do averages because you can't compare 15 years to 23.
Right.
It's hard. You can't do that.
Which is why you have to use
and then on top of that, Jordan left
and all that stuff. This is crazy.
That's not fair to all the other players because Jordan left in his prime. Wilt played into the end. Timmy played to the end. Kobe played to the end. These other guys, their averages, their last 2 to 3 seasons are their lowest average. So that brings down your averages.
Agreed. Right? We saw that with Melo as well. Agreed. Yeah.
So that's not fair. Jordan, he never played when he was like falling into the twilight. He didn't play.
Okay.
So that's what I'm saying. Averages won't tell you the whole story.
Okay.
If you're talking career standpoint,
as scoring, what tells you the whole story? Then I'm just curious to know what your
point scored, how you did it.
So total points scored, is that what you're? That's what you're saying.
Total points scored, how you did it.
Okay.
Are you number one in scoring? Hey.
So then that means you do think LeBron is the better scorer than Michael Jordan.
How and scoring points is two totally different things. How you score, Jordan is better at how to score. Bron has the most points, so he's the better overall scorer because he has the most points in his career. If you're looking at a career from his totality, Kareem Abdul-Jabbar was the best. Now LeBron. Math is math, bro.
No, but that's
1 + 1 = 2. How to score and scoring type like.
Okay, wait a minute. So my argument would be this, right? Especially when it comes to Kareem.
How is it? We probably talking OKC in Indiana. Neither one of these dudes played for neither one of these guys.
You're right, man. Let's pay attention to the finals, man. Man, I love
hijack the show, man. What is going on?
Yes, let's get right back to it. So OKC is up 12-10. OKC is up 12-10. You're a funny dude, Transformer.
Dude. I'm
You're right.
like, how did we get here?
Talking about some. And as we mentioned, there goes SGA to the line.
You're ahead of me though. I think you're ahead of me.
Okay,
when it's not on Max, you're ahead of me.
Okay, I got you.
Looks pretty nip and tuck though, man. I'm liking it. Everybody's you could tell like the first quarter jitters.
Okay, it was a non-shooting.
Everybody's getting them out of the way.
Yeah. At first, it looked like OKC was going to kind of run away with the thing, but Indiana got back into it. So
yeah, I'm liking it, man. What's your prediction, man? What's the over under? Indiana to lose by I think it's 9.5 right now. I think it's 9.5 points. I think the over under is 9.5.
Okay.
Ooh,
I think it'll be closer than that, man. Indiana's tough, and again, they are super well coached, man. So I got a great deal of respect for them.
Yeah, I wonder is that bothering him a little bit. He's not showing it. We're gonna tell him that second half.
Oh,
boy, this is all over the place.
I love the way SGA splits a double team. He makes it look so easy. Oh my gosh, it actually reminds me of someone that we saw, God bless the dead, who split double teams with ease as well. Not the same level of athleticism, but he makes it look easy. I think part of it is when they bring the double team to him, they don't bring it fast enough or tight enough. Like
you got to beat it.
Yeah, you can't give that space.
You can't Devin Booker this thing, right? No, you can't Devin Booker and just wait for it to get there, then complain about it.
Mm-hmm,
you can't. I'll forever remember that. That's the most craziest stuff I've ever heard.
Oh my gosh,
like craziest stuff I've ever heard.
Yeah,
you don't double team and pick up ball. Yeah, we do. If you hot, bro, we gotta stop you. But yeah, man, you got to beat the double team there. You got to split it right down the middle so the second guy can never get set. If you can do that, it's easy. But if you wait for both of them to have all four hands out,
right,
that's when you can get trapped.
Yeah, absolutely.
Especially when you don't have the strength, the muscle through them. Like guys like Kobe, Bron, Jordan, Tracy McGrady, Melo. Those guys have the strength to get right through it. Like, okay, I mean, y'all set, but I mean, I'm better and I'm faster than y'all. And I'm stronger than y'all. So I'm just going to cut right through them hands and I'm going to get to the free throw line because one of y'all going to be reaching. Right? Iverson was great at that as well. I did.
Yeah, because he was super fast and he was small. So that helped too. Bruce.
You found that out afterwards.
Yeah, I was about to say you gotta wait at the very least till tomorrow afternoon, probably Saturday morning. That's when those numbers are going to come out.
First quarter jitters. Over under. Shea gets 30 or more points.
Oh no, he's gonna get that.
He's gonna get 30. Okay. Tyrese Halliburton over under 25.
Under. Yeah, but he probably have like 12 assists though.
Under 25 for Halliburton.
Yeah, he doesn't look to score as aggressively as SGA is.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh my gosh. Oh my God. Jesus Christ.
Bruce, boy, you got to be trolling super hard, boy. SGA is a better mid-range scorer than Kobe.
I wasn't even going to dignify that.
What? Bro, Kobe turning over in his grave reading some stuff like that.
You do know why that was said, right? You know why. I said that, right? He's a LeBron fan. LeBron fans have to, at every possible turn, try to take a shot at Kobe. That's what they do.
That's ridiculous.
Yes, but that's what they do.
He is. Look at the numbers. From what, one season? What are we Bruce, come on now. Bruce. What the hell? There you go. You right, Eddie. What the hell?
Thank you, Edward.
What the hell?
What a waste. Anyway, yeah, no, that's great. Yeah, that is the perfect statement. What the hell?
What the hell?
Yeah, man.
Jesus Christ, man. You just need to come on. Well,
SGA better mid-range score than Kobe.
God, that's just dumb. That's the dumbest shit I've ever heard.
Context matters.
He is better shooting percentage wise. Stop it.
Context matters. Kobe played in one of the
you
toughest
counting career
defenses ever.
averages? Because if you count career, again, you got to factor in the last 4 years of Kobe's career, which is going to bring down his average because that's when he shot some of the worst basketball.
Right. Then you got to look at.
This is when I say the total career numbers can be skewed.
Then you look at about 96 through 08, how the pace was much slower. It was a much tougher defensive era. Like, come on, man. Like, we all think SGA is great, but like.
Yeah, let's not poo-poo on Shea. But
again, I know what it is. I know exactly what it is,
bro.
No, Edward, I don't need you to put me on the new hip hop. If they don't have bars, I ain't trying to hear it. Thank you.
What the hell?
That track went so hard though, didn't it?
Hey, the track.
Man.
What the hell?
Yeah, the track was tough. The bars, or if you want to call them that, were some
bars, man. I think it was just words.
The rhyming words.
The nursery rhymes.
Right. The track.
What the hell?
Oh my!
I got 2 chicks. One thing. What the hell?
Right. Oh my goodness. That was a mean jump stop for that pull up right there. Wow.
I might need you to pause.
Huh?
I might need you to pause so we can be on the same accord because you is way ahead of me. Pacers just turned over the ball.
So I'm at 351, 16.
Oh my God. I'm at 420.
Yeah, you need to catch up, brother.
I can't move it, man.
Okay. All right. I'm stopping right now at 343. So I'm waiting for you.
343?
So, yeah, we are going to be
a nice stop jumps. Yeah, that was.
Yeah, that was tough, right? You and I are going to be in sync, but we're going to be behind the people. But that's okay though. They'll let us.
Don't worry about it. They don't matter.
Damn,
I'm messing.
You know the people matter, man.
What time you said? 340 what?
343.
343? 347, 46, 45 plus play. There you go. Plus play. Because you're looking at top and turn over the ball.
I'm paused. Yeah, he's walking back.
No, I said play. I said go ahead, play.
Oh, okay. All right. Yeah, I'm at 343 right now. What you at?
343. OKC got the ball.
Okay, cool. All right, bet.
All right, now we can talk about the same thing. That's a travel. But he made that shot though. I think that was travel. I can't tell, man. These side steps and gather steps
man.
and drip. It's so tough to know what's a travel these days, man.
Yo. You know, LeBron said
the new kids know exactly what it is, but
yeah, they do.
If you played in the era where you counting 1, 2, then you're like, okay, that's not a travel. Okay.
Yeah. LeBron said he hates college basketball because they don't have gather step.
They don't have, because you want the NBA and college to match. I don't know why they don't, because like you're prepping these guys to make it to the league. So if they don't know how to do certain moves, or they're not able to do certain moves, and they're limiting themselves, limiting their players as they go into the NBA.
That's not what it is. LeBron has poor footwork. That's why he'd never be able to survive if they actually called his travels.
But he don't do that type of move.
That's why he hates the fact that there's no gather in college. It's true.
Okay.
You're going to tell me he doesn't have poor footwork?
No, because he doesn't do that, though. Bruce, he doesn't even do that type of move.
No,
Bruce,
but
this is disgusting, dude. This is honestly just aggravatingly disgusting. He doesn't do the move that he's talking about. He doesn't even do it. So how would that benefit him?
No,
Bruce, tell me how would that benefit him?
Because he travels constantly and he gets
not
away
like
with
that. He blatantly
you're
travels like, okay, he takes an extra step.
Right.
He doesn't travel like the way he's talking about.
No, but the fact is the gather step rule is not only applied on what you're talking about with like these weird side step and step back threes and all that and jump shots and all that. That's talking about
what he's talking about.
No, but listen, the gather step rule is also employed by the officials when the guys pick up the ball and take what we believe is that those extra steps on the way to the rim. That's why I'm saying that he doesn't like that, because he knows he'd get called for it every time.
No, he don't. But if you watch the Steve Nash joint, he's literally talking about the shooting, the gather step to shoot, a move that he doesn't. Bro, Bruce, okay, I get it. You don't like this dude, but dog, not everything he say is to benefit a dude that's been in the league 23 years. The man's been in the league 23 years, bro. It don't benefit him. Okay. How does that benefit him? He never even went to college.
Okay.
How does that benefit him? That's disgusting, bro. Honestly, that's worse.
You missed my point, but that's
disgusting.
Hey, listen, I don't have to worship him, and I'm not going to. So, you know.
Yeah, but I get it. You don't have to worship him. But I dislike Paul Pierce. That's probably one of my worst players I hate in the NBA history. I don't like him.
He was super fundamentally
I will freaking I can still give praise or compliment the guy and still don't like the guy. You just blatantly don't like shit Bron does. Everything is blatantly negative, bro. That's sad, dog. That's sad.
I mean, I see what he's about.
That's sad.
If he and I have
that's okay to dislike the person.
I've given him credit for things, so you know.
Yeah, but 95 to 5% is ridiculous, dog. Respect the game at least. At least honor the man's game. Like,
I don't respect his game, but I have respected what I have said. I respect what he's been able to do.
That's not respecting his game. Okay, never mind. Yeah, because you just sound. But I see what. Hey, y'all, chat. Y'all see it, bro.
Tough stick back.
Y'all see it. That's crazy work.
Shaq put out his top 10 list. You can't ever listen to what Shaq says on these things. He says things
list changes every 2 years.
Yeah, right. Because remember, he said that Steph Curry should be in the GOAT discussion. Remember, he said that, but Steph Curry's not on his top 10 list. He also doesn't have Kareem Abdul-Jabbar on his top 10 list. You can't take that seriously, which is crazy because he's a big. Shaq is a big. How do you not have Kareem on your top 10 list if you're a big? You know what I'm saying? I mean, really, anybody who knows basketball has Kareem on the top 10 list, but, you know, Shaq.
See, that's a travel. Whatever.
What's your time? What's your time span? Your time.
104. 104. Say just.
Okay, I'm at 109. Oh, yeah, that was definitely a travel. Absolutely.
That's a travel, right? Okay.
Yeah. 100%. 100%.
But I get they're counting the pickup. I don't know. I'm just so.
Yeah,
confused.
that's the gather.
Okay, look at here. I'm like, that's the gather. 1, 2, 3. That's 1, 2, 3.
Listen,
that's 1, 2, 3.
You know I'm with you.
That's 1, 2, 3.
It's terrible. Look, 1.
You saw the slow mo?
Yes.
That's 1, 2, 3.
Yeah, bad look.
That's a travel. I don't get it, man. I just don't get it.
Oh, I get it. I'm just an old head hater. I'm an old head hater. You know.
Somebody tried to break it down. I was watching YouTube, and this guy was like kind of breaking down the gather step. The first step,
hops and steps and whatnot.
Yeah, I think so. I think we're talking about the same guy, and he was trying to explain it. He's like, the gather step is the initial step afterwards. So that's the one that don't count. So you could take 2 more steps along with your gather step to not be a travel. So if you look back at it, I want to see the replay. He gathers, but the initial step don't count. So he could take 2 more steps.
Right.
This is ridiculous.
Very ridiculous. Absolutely.
Step, bro. We just added a step.
Yeah. And
trust me, bro. I'll be when I used to play before I tore my knee last year. No, that's a travel, bro. Shoot it.
I ain't played ball in 10 years because the last time I played, I was just calling myself just shooting around. Me and my big brother played college ball. Then the joint started getting a little competitive. And man, I tweaked my back. Ooh. I was in pain for 2 weeks. I said, I'm done hooping forever. You know, there's times I'm like, man, I want to go.
Backs, boy.
Yep. You tweak your back, it's over.
That's it. That don't lock up and you don't move. You don't move.
Oh, that's a good shot. But yo, did you see have you seen TJ McConnell's sister?
No, should I?
She plays for the Phoenix Mercury now.
Oh, like seeing her play. Got it. Never mind.
Oh no. Have you also seen her? Yes, you also need to see her. No, look her up. And no, Edward, I don't need to let B show me no love on the court, man. I don't need that. Nah, I'm done, Edward. It's over for me.
Just come around, court.
Yeah, it's over for me.
Oh, gotcha.
Yeah, well, he was like, "Why don't you come around here, baby? I'll show you some love. I'm giving love out here in the court today." Oh man.
Oh wow, Megan
yeah.
McConnell.
Mm-hmm. Megan McConnell, I think is her name. Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, Megan McConnell.
Told you.
Yikes.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I mean, boy.
That's right.
That man ugly as a mug. His sister got all the looks.
Right. You stupid. Woodage, man, I appreciate the love, but please don't ever disrespect Larry Legend by putting him in the same sentence with me ever again. Please don't do that. That's absurd. Don't do that. Man, but I feel you, man. That back injury will destroy you.
Oh, she just got hurt too. She suffered a knee injury.
Oh, did she?
Yeah, she suffered a knee injury.
Man, that's tough, man. Debut when you get hurt. And okay, SGA is back at the line. OKC is up 28-20. But you know what? Here's the thing, though, right? This is an interesting matchup because we know that there's not a lot of leads that's safe with Indiana, the way they can really get out and get going in transition. True. But we also know OKC is one of the best defensive teams in recent memory. So it's like, which thing is going to kind of outweigh the other in this matchup, you know?
You kind of want to give it to OKC will be able to hold the leads because of who their defenders are and where the strength of the Pacers is, right? Their strength is from the point guard position. They don't move unless Tyrese Halliburton moves, right? That's why you put Lou Dort on him.
Yes.
So you slow him down at the point of attack. Now you just threw everything on the Pacers off. So if OKC can get those big leads, we know they're going to try to lean on Halliburton. We know. That's right. We know they're going to have to lean. So guess what? Dort, go lean on them. Caruso, switch out. Go lean on them, right? To slow them down even further and just make it extremely hard for him to try to make that comeback. So
really.
I think that's really going to be a big deal in this series. And then you look at the flip side, Indiana. How do they stop Shea? Like, who's out there to stop him?
So you would have thought it would have been Nembhard because Nembhard gave Donovan Mitchell hell in the playoffs. He gave Jalen Brunson hell in the playoffs. Who was the other guy? They've been putting Nembhard on all the elite guards that they've played against, and he's locked them all up. Yes, I get it. I get it.
It's a lot easier.
Yeah, I mean,
it's a lot easier.
But
Shay's 6'6", and he can shoot a mid range.
He's clearly their premier perimeter defender. I get what you're saying, though.
Yeah, because also Shea, okay, I'm gonna just shoot over you, right? Like Jalen Brunson, obviously, would he 6 foot even, 6'1", maybe if you give him some heels and some extra soles in his shoes. Donovan Mitchell, 6'2", 6'1", Shea 6'6", long arms too. So like that's tougher. That's gonna be a much tougher matchup.
Well, I mean,
I'm curious to see if Jalen Williams is going to take a step up in these finals too as well. I want to see him take that next step. Look at Shea and be like, bro, we don't need your 30. Give me 25, bro. I'll get you 20. I get you 21. We good. I don't need your 30.
Right? Nah, you want Shea to get his 30.
Nah, but I'm saying Jalen should be saying that. Like, bro, don't do that. Nah, bro, we good. I got you. That's what I'm saying. Like, I got you, baby. Right. Dude, look at this. Point of attack. Boom. They stopping him right at the top of the key.
Oh, I'm still on the damn commercial. Let me see if
are you?
Catch up a little bit. Yeah. No, you good. Go ahead.
Yeah, I'm looking at the replays. They're showing a bunch of the replays and how OKC defense is just hounding them.
Oh, okay. I got you. Okay.
Yeah. Okay, and back to commercial. Come on now. What? Oh, because this is the end of the quarter. Okay, got it. Longer break.
Yeah, I had a stupid iPhone commercial.
Yeah, one of the best in the business.
What?
I'm laughing at the commercial.
Oh, okay.
My man had his mom take the photo, but then he zooms in. Mama in the back in the mirror.
When he was flexing. Yeah.
Bro. So he just tapped the guy right there.
Okay, I'm a little ahead of you.
Oh boy, that's funny. What the hell?
Oh my goodness, that's funny.
I've only heard the song 2 times, and I never want to hear the verse ever.
I just need the instrumental for that.
Just see the instrumental and just say what the hell.
Right.
What the hell?
Exactly.
Let me see if I can hear what he's saying. Oh snap! I never did.
Wow. Look at this. Just spin, move, and finish.
What time are you at?
11:12, 11:10.
God, how did you skip so far ahead of me that fast?
I don't know.
That is a nice finish.
Right? I don't know how he got that to go down. But I guess, when in doubt, go glass.
I mean, it's the oldest trick in the book.
Sure is.
You ain't able to swish it, bro. You better hit that glass. That's what it's there for. Timmy. Do it the Timmy way.
That's right. So can I say something here about this game, Transformer, what we're seeing from both teams so far? Have you noticed that they're actually running offense? Guys are moving and cutting and not just standing around shooting threes like a certain former champion did to get themselves bounced for no reason? I'm just saying.
Yeah, I do notice that they're not doing something that a former championship team did. You're absolutely right.
Right. Okay.
But I think more so that happens when no, it's coaching. I'm not going to say that's not going to happen, but
yeah, I think coaching.
Never mind, that's coaching. I can't even justify what I was about to say. It's coaching. It got everything to do with coaching, man. You look at both of these teams, there's no true. I get it. Shai Gilgeous is OKC's star.
Right.
But it's like he's not a normal star because the entire team is so good. Right? I mean, the entire team, you got defensive player of the year, you got two solid centers. You got Caruso. It's a very, very, very great team all around. Shea just I'm gonna go put up 30. Right? Because it's so many great players around him that you're able to run a very great offense Caruso. With a superstar. You know what I mean? So
absolutely. Quick side note, I don't know if you saw they were showing the ABC schedule for Saturday. Got a nice matchup between the Las Vegas Aces and the Dallas Wings in the WNBA.
Ooh.
So you got a matchup between Asia Wilson and Paige Beckers. Real nice. Yeah.
Now, if Paige Beckers give Angel Reese 25, what are we saying?
No. Angel, not Angel Reese. Asia Wilson.
Asia Wilson. She's not going to give her 25.
She's not going to definitely
give her 25.
That is not happening. No. Asia Wilson is man.
That girl's dominant, man.
Yeah, she's so skilled. She is so complete. It's like she don't have a weakness.
Post, I can shoot, get the free throw line. I can take it off the dribble. I can rebound. I can put it back.
I can block shots.
I can block shots.
No weakness.
She's just a freaking nightmare, bro. She's just a nightmare.
Yeah, she is. Yes, she is. One hell of a player. Best in the world.
I like her shoe, too. The pink one. I think the Asia ones or something like that. But I do like them.
Oh, my God. Jesus Christ.
What happened?
I'm not even doing it.
What happened? You 20 seconds ahead. What happened?
Oh, no. I was looking at the comments.
Oh. Let me entertain it. So it says, I look like an African on the movie.
No, I ain't even talking about that. I'll talk about the last one.
Look at me. I'm the captain now.
I've never seen that movie. I need to watch it.
Me either. I only know that part.
Right.
Never seen it. It looks like it'll put me to sleep.
Tom Hanks always makes great movies.
Leading the W in rebounding will break every rebounding record. Okay, that's cool.
Right, like who was even talking about her?
Better than Asia. Not for she. Okay, never mind.
You see?
I'm already out of here. Yeah.
You see?
Yeah. Bruce, come on, man. It's not Nafisha. Is she from Baltimore?
Fisher Collier, she is an animal, but she's not better than Asia Wilson, though.
No, nobody's thinking that.
Right, but she mad nice though. She is mad nice, no question.
Okay, you telling me the reigning multiple time MVP plus multiple time champion, and you saying that no?
Yeah, right.
No, I'm not saying that, bro.
Complete skill set, absolute monster. Now I'm being bougie. Wow, I don't even know. I don't even know what that means or where that came from, but okay.
It's because you bad and bougie. Picking up the little Uzi. It's savage, ruthless. We got 30s and 100 around school. No? Okay.
I don't even know what.
Migos. No, never mind. You wouldn't know. Yeah. That's the rap group that Snoop Dogg be making fun of.
Yeah, it's terrible. I think that's the dudes that said Mama told me not to sell work. I think that's them.
Yeah.
That's one of the worst songs I've ever heard.
Not to sell work.
Super catchy, but
same
horrible.
color t-shirt. Ugh. Damn, he shot 30% from 50% from three. I did not know that.
Who's that?
Siakam last series.
Okay. Well, I mean, he was the Eastern Conference Finals MVP, right?
Yeah, I didn't realize he was shooting that.
Oh, that's a good pass. Damn, you see how he caught Chet Holmgren going right down the lane with a laser?
Ahead of me.
Okay, my bad. That's a great freaking pass. Man.
Ooh.
Right?
No, I'm not talking about the pass.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that was a good pass. With the left hand, too. Like, hit him with the send it to him. Boy, Chet and Hartenstein, boy, that's a nice combination at the 5.
Yeah. Okay,
both tall, lengthy.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
I was going to say, not that it's important, but did you know Hartenstein is black?
Seriously?
Serious. Dead serious. Yeah.
Really? He got like some Villalago stuff going on?
He said he's black. He said that.
Okay. It's one of those things.
He said he's black, so.
Okay. Isaiah Hartenstein, right?
Yeah. Isaiah Hartenstein.
Okay. He's German.
He said he's black. Obviously, the name Hartenstein sounds very German, but he said he was black. I'm not making that up, I swear. And not that
said he was black.
Right. Why would anyone say that they're black if they're not? That's not exactly, unfortunately, like a badge of honor in the United States. Am I right?
Okay, he is black.
Told you.
Okay. He's part black.
Which makes you black in America.
Makes you black, yeah. His father was a basketball coach and former professional player. Of African American. Yeah. African American and German heritage. Yeah.
Right.
Florian grew up in Germany. Isaiah's mother is a white American. Isaiah's parents met in the U.S. while his father was playing basketball in University of Oregon. So he's mixed. Okay.
Which means black.
Yeah. So he's black.
I mean, that's no disrespect to his white German side, but yeah. When I heard that, I was like, what?
His white American, German, and African American side. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. That man is black.
Yes,
boy, I mean, I wonder will he say the N-word in public though?
He better not.
Man, it might get him jammed out. Too well. He'd be like, hey, no, I'm mixed. I'm really mixed. My father blacker than Ace of Spades. I promise. My brother's father, he's really, really black. I just didn't get the complexion, bro. I didn't get it.
That's hilarious. He's stupid.
I didn't get it.
Oh my goodness.
My bad, bro. My bad. I'm trying to tan, but it don't come. It's not there.
That's a big shot by Halliburton. The Pacers really needed that. It's a big shot.
Yes, they did. Because this can get ugly real, real fast.
Yeah, man. Yeah. Much like the Pacers, if OKC gets on a little run, they can end you quickly.
Nice shot. Good timeout. OKC up 6-39-33. So far, Indiana's sticking around, man. That's all you got to do. Stick around. You don't want OKC going on these heavy, crazy runs, man. Right now, defensively, they're definitely stopping the point of attack. I believe there's Halliburton only, second bucket total?
Yeah.
I want to say there's probably a second bucket.
It is.
So obviously, they're like, hey, slow down, Holly. You can slow down the Pacers offense. So it's been working so far.
Definitely. So
yeah, that shoe is fire.
I'm waiting to see Caitlin Clark's signature shoe. I know that's going to be super official.
Who she's with Nike? She's Nike.
She's Nike.
Okay,
that's right.
Yeah, Nike know how to.
What's going on, Sneed? Salam, brother. How are you, man? How are you?
Tracking. What's happening, Sneed? Peace, love, and blessings, brother. First of all, if an alien came through my window trying to get the Doritos, you got it, brother. Got it. Why am I fighting over no Doritos, bro? You got it. Tell me how they taste, bro.
Oh man.
If you don't mind, send me $3.
I can't wait to see this new Superman. All right.
I'm not hype off it yet, man. It just looks too PG-13 to me.
Well, we're gonna find out. Inshallah, go see it with my son. And we always go see the superhero joints together. Yeah. We saw the Flash together, Black Adam. We didn't go see Thunderbolts though.
Yeah, I didn't get the chance to see Thunderbolts.
I probably just download it or watch it when it comes on stream.
Heard it was good, but I didn't get a chance to see it. Yeah, I heard it was good.
Okay.
Everybody wants to compare everything to the Avengers. I'm like, you can't. I mean, I know the bar was set somewhere in the upper stratosphere, but you can get close. We can get close. But I heard it was a good movie.
Right. Bruce. Too easy. AR signature shoe is better than what?
Who's Reese? Reese's Nike?
Yeah, no, she's Reebok.
Oh yeah, Reebok ain't never really been better.
That's what I was about to say, man. They probably gonna be trash.
Is it already out, Bruce? I think it is. I want to say I think I did see it.
I'm looking it up.
Shoe commercial. Angel shoe.
What in the hell? Let me see what this trying to look like. Oh.
She has a collab. I don't think she has a shoe. It doesn't launch till next year.
Angel Reese Reebok Solution WNBA shoes. Really? Corny. All they did was like bite the they bit the answer. When you look at it, you'll see. That is.
But is it hers?
I guess it says Angel Reese Reebok Solution WNBA shoes.
No. You have to look for signature shoe.
Yeah, I typed in.
So they can do a lot of collabs.
Okay,
but that's not her signature shoe.
Okay,
it says her signature shoe doesn't come out till next year.
First look at Angel Reese's Barbie edition Reebok sneakers.
Yeah, that's different.
Okay, so that's all right. Angel Reese X Reebok collection. Oh, those are ugly. Ugh.
Ooh. Okay, shy. Bam. Ooh.
Hey, yo, Bruce. Why is it that anybody don't worship the people you worship got to be envious? What's that about? Just out of curiosity, because I'm not at all. I'm not an envious person, so I just find it interesting that you always utilize that term.
So they got two bodies on them. Slowed it down. See, now they couldn't make that quick pass.
Okay. But I love this. So you could tell, man, Rick Carlisle, this is a real coach in terms of his X's and O's, because look at the amount of movement on every offensive possession for Indiana. So they know that OKC is an outstanding defensive team. They're going to make them work, and that's good.
That's not a foul. Come on, man. That boy Lou Dort built like a linebacker, boy.
That's
a big dude.
He's kind of diesel, yeah. I think he's German too.
That's not a foul. Let these dudes fight with their hands, man. Like, that's just hand tussling. They literally grabbed each other's hand. Like, come on, man. They got to stop that crap.
Right.
Ain't that? Let these dudes ball. There's going to be some tussling. Hey, y'all used to let Melo and Kobe just blast in the freaking paint. Them folks was literally just throwing each other out the way. Like, get out of here.
For real, they were. Mm-hmm.
You look at that Kobe like, don't call that foul. And I need him to feel me. Pause.
Right.
And Kobe don't use pause. So he's like, no, I need him to feel me. Whoa, hey, Kobe. Yeah, I don't pause, man. I'm a grown man. That's good defense.
Okay, I did see that. No, he's not African, Bruce. He's Canadian. But his parents are from Haiti. Yeah. Okay, I did know that. I looked that up before. I don't know why I thought he was German. Oh, by the way, there's tons of Africans in Germany, Bruce. Like a lot. You would be shocked.
Obviously, Hartenstein's father was there.
Well, he's African American, not an African, though, right?
Well, yeah.
But I hear what you're saying.
African American and German, I guess the Africa is in there.
Yes, but I mean people from the continent of Africa. There are a lot of African immigrants in Germany.
Are we not from the continent?
No, I mean like directly from the.
Born in the continent. Got to be born in the continent. Got it. Okay, got it. I'm like, what the hell is the point in putting African on there?
No. You stupid, man. Oh my goodness.
I say, man, what are we doing? We ain't from there. Nah,
right,
man. It's just only the Africa part. That'd be the American part. That's actually a travel. Oh, that's what they call it?
So I'll tell you, with this game, Indiana has to feel good that they are the team that has been down the whole time, but they've been able to keep it to where it's manageable, right? They haven't let OKC run away with the game. And so, that's what Carlisle's going to tell them at the half. Like, okay, we haven't played our best game, but we're still right there. Let's get to doing what we do in the second half here,
Yeah, it's button it up a little bit.
Right.
Button it up. Yep.
Exactly.
If you play NBA 2K25, the locker code was just on the screen. It just went away. I was going to tell you guys, but never mind.
Oh, okay. No, I don't play that. Oh, which reminds me, next month, College Football 26 comes out. Oh, I gotta get that.
And I heard you're going to be able to transfer. You'll be able to transfer your kids to Madden.
Okay.
They brought that back.
Oh, they brought that back?
Okay. Yeah. Still not getting it, but it's a good feature.
Yeah. Oh, you don't play college football?
I don't play college nor Madden.
Okay. Yeah. I'll play them both, but given the choice, I'm taking college.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I heard college is fun. I've never personally was a college football game fan. Fan. Let me say that correctly. But I used to play Madden until what? Oh God, long time ago. Well over 10 years.
It's been a while since I played Madden. I really actually should pick that up again this year. Because you know what? I can't say I don't think I've ever played Madden with Lamar Jackson. That's crazy. So it's been a while since I played Madden. Yeah.
It's like you're Mike Vick, bro. That's shocking.
Right. Exactly. Because I just thought about it as we're talking about it. Like, he gets out of the pocket, he's probably gone. Yeah.
Yeah, they are dropping another 007, but I believe it's with the
that's a great pick.
The goggles, though. I don't think it's going to be a console game. Damn.
You know what I like about SG?
14-3 on turnovers.
Yeah.
I know Rick Carlisle's like, yo.
Yeah, absolutely.
You see all these turnovers?
Right.
And we only down 7.
Right. We clean that up.
Y'all button that up. That's 15 turnovers. 15 turnovers, and we only down 7. If we can clean that up, we can get more attempts at the basket and make this a real ball game. Make that 10.
Right.
So now this is where it can get ugly. This is where you gotta hold that fort down.
Mm-hmm.
OKC is playing some crazy defense, man. 15
Edward,
turnovers in the first half.
Edward, I was Super Nintendo, man. Actually, I was TurboGrafx 16, then I was Super Nintendo.
Yep. I was Nintendo, Sega Genesis, Super Nintendo.
Yeah, I never had a Sega.
N64. No, I had the
64.
60. I got the 16 gig Sega Genesis 2, 64, PlayStation. I didn't get the Dreamcast. PlayStation 1, PlayStation 2, PlayStation 3. Never got the Xbox. I got the Xbox 2, the 360. And then I got every Xbox since and every PS5 since. And
I went from 64, no games, all the way up until Xbox 360. That was the next console I had.
World change to you, boy, as far as graphics.
Yeah. Then after that, that's when I got the oh man, I was at Fort Eustis. I went to the midnight release to the PX and got the the Xbox One. Xbox One. That was crazy. I remember
the big tall one. The tall one?
No, the flat black one that was like super heavy. And that was the one that Rice Son of Rome came out with. That game. And I remember I was up to like 4 a.m.
What year was that? Oh, you talking about the one, mm-hmm. Not the Xbox X.
Nah.
Okay, gotcha.
Xbox One. And then I think I got the Xbox One X, and now I got the Series X or whatever the newest one is.
Yeah, they kind of confused us in the last 3 damn Xboxes. Like, bro, what is what?
Right. Yeah, but that Xbox One was crazy.
Yeah.
What you talking about? What must have came out in the 70s or 80s? Here we go, man. Yo,
no,
Edward is not disrespectful, man.
The first thing you said before you say you got the Super Nintendo.
Oh, the TurboGrafx 16?
Yeah.
That's what I had that. That did come out in the 80s, actually, because it came out in Japan first as Super Famicom, right? It came out in Asia. And I had a homeboy, and his mom was from Thailand. So he used to go there sometimes in the summer. And he got a TurboGrafx and brought it home. And I was like, yo, this is fire. That was the console, had like Bonk's Adventure and Keith Courage and whatnot. And so I ended up getting TurboGrafx 16 when everybody else had Sega Genesis. I was like, man, I'm doing my own thing. And then that joint was tough.
Imagine you get ready to talk about Eddie. You're like, oh, man, come on, man.
Edward is 12 years old, man. It's not my fault, man. Man.
He's an 80s baby.
He don't know nothing about nothing, man.
Yeah, 80s baby.
Yeah, he don't know nothing about nothing. Look how Rick Carlisle's getting it. He telling him exactly what we've been saying. You'll see in a minute. He's like, yo, just chill with the turnovers, run your offense. We'll be all right. We're right there still.
I know that's what he got to be.
Mm-hmm. I think they got to run some more stuff to get Siakam going. I think that really, like, I get it. They're trying to move the ball and kind of play egalitarian offense, but I think you have to get it in the hands of your best scorers and playmakers. And then you gotta create ways to get them space. But look at
who is the playmaker?
So the playmaker is Halliburton, but the scorer is Siakam. But look, like just now, you're gonna see defensively, they put Siakam right into that double team, so he couldn't go anywhere.
That's OKC's crazy defense for you.
Yeah.
Like they're like two guys. When they get the ball, bodies. Send bodies. Them two guys, if they get the ball, we send in bodies.
Caruso with the rip. God, dog.
That is 16 turnovers.
And you're right, Sneed. You're right. This OKC defense is suffocating. Siakam post, let him look to score, possibly if they pass, if they double, open three maybe. Yeah, no, I'm with that, Sneed. And if you're going to give him the ball at the top where you've been doing it schematically, you have to run some more stuff that will make the defense move and not allow for the double teams. Like you just can't. Because at the end of the day, everything can't be screen and roll, right? Because when they're trying to do that, as is done in so much in modern basketball, a lot of times you can lead that the ball handler right into the double team, and I don't like it. Stop making all these offenses so predicated on the screen and roll. It's not. Come on, man.
I'll tell you what, that pump fake is slowing Indiana down.
Mm-hmm.
They got to stop pump faking. They either got to go or nah.
Right,
So
right.
what a steal. 17 turnovers.
Oh, you just saw it. Okay.
Yeah, y'all got to. If OKC starts knocking down shots off these turnovers, it's curtains.
Yeah.
It's going to get ugly fast. 18 turnovers is crazy work.
Well, they're up by 13 right now, so.
You ahead of me. Slow down.
Not bad, man.
Damn.
What are you at? What's your timestamp right now?
2:42.
Okay, I'm about 20 seconds ahead of you.
Okay, I just saw the door at 3.
Mm-hmm.
There it is.
Mm-hmm.
About to start getting tragic. That's another turnover. That's 19.
Maybe, Bruce, but I don't think so, because at the end of the day, right, here's the deal. In every sport, there are certain things that are always going to be true and are always going to allow you to have success, right? In basketball, if you rebound and play defense, you're always going to have success. Think about it. So many of these teams today, everything is off some sort of like attempt at a pick and roll action, right? And it's like everybody's just viewing it the same way and coaching it the same way. And you got to zig where people zag. It's like the same thing in the NFL that we see so many teams want the high flying, throw it a million times a day, a million times a game offense. But guess what? The teams that can run the ball are generally the most effective. We just saw Philadelphia win running the ball, right? Even though they have really good receivers. We saw freaking Baltimore have an outstanding season running the ball. So you have to be able to run it despite having an elite quarterback or wide receivers. Certain things never, ever change in a certain sport, but everybody wants to be flashy instead of doing the things that allow you to win. So Indiana's smart. They never, I don't know if it's smart or it's grit or well coached or what. Oh, I was just about to say they never seem to let the game get away from them, but then OKC knocks down another triple.
Exactly.
What's up, Mr. Realist? How you doing? Good to see you.
Is that my Cowboy fan?
Yes, it is.
Go Tony Romo.
Shut up, Edward. Don't even do it.
Say these boys start knocking down shots. It's going to be curtains.
Uh-huh.
Hey, TJ McConnell's out there hooping.
Yes, he does that. Yeah, absolutely, Sneed. That is exactly what OKC does. Yeah. And SGA definitely gonna get 30 easy. You know what I like about him though?
Like 19.
Like he doesn't rush to shoot a ton of threes. You know what I'm saying?
I feel like he took a couple of rush ones in this quarter that I didn't like.
Right.
As they were trying to build the lead.
Mm-hmm.
Look at that, 2 for 5. Like he took 5 in the first half. I don't like that.
Right. I don't like that either. But if that was Tatum would have taken 8 or 10 in the first half. You know what I'm saying?
In the first quarter.
And he's got all the skills, but what do I say? Too often he bails out the defense by just pulling up and taking the stupid 3. Rip. Give me that. Ooh. What?
Yeah, we gonna need to get this in sync ASAP when the second half starts.
Got you. My bad.
Because you and this woo, and I'm like, well, what's happening?
Yeah, I just looked
that
at that.
Was a great
in that pocket.
He blew it.
You see what I'm talking about?
He blew it.
Delay. But that was a beautiful pocket pass in traffic. Oh my gosh.
He blew it. Crusoe looked up too, like, damn.
Right. Yeah, we can do that. Yeah, let's do that. Let me make sure I'm connected. Yep. I think I am.
57-45. OKC is hounding the Pacers defensively.
Yes,
Pacers
they
already
are.
with 18 turnovers.
Yes, they are.
18 for you. That's like a game total in turnovers. You got that in the first half, man. That's That's ugly.
Yeah.
That shows that like OKC's defense, they're really pressing the point of attack. They're attacking Halliburton. Siakam gets the ball. He's getting double teamed. They got bodies flying. And then the thing about it is that you can't really cut to the basket because guess who's standing there? Hartenstein, 7 foot.
Right.
Chet, 7 foot. Like, good luck.
Mm-hmm.
Good luck trying to take it to the basket. So
yeah, crazy.
OKC is definitely sticking to their strengths, playing their game.
They sure are.
And once they get in the rhythm as far as shooting, this could be over fast, guys. This could be over
very quickly.
That was a fast first half, if you ask me. I feel like that went by pretty quick. What about you?
Huh?
Did that feel pretty quick to you?
It did. Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I feel like we should be in the middle of the second quarter at least.
Somebody just called and it didn't. That was weird. Okay, I think that was Sneed. Try that again, man.
Sneed.
Yeah, I think he just tried to call.
Give the chat what they need.
Why is bacon so addictive?
Who said that?
Yo, why is
Bruce, you hungry, bro?
No. Bruce said that in the chat.
No, not you. My bad.
Oh, okay. My bad. Yeah, I heard Bruce. My bad. Let me try to call back.
Baltimore Bruce, bro, you hungry, bro? That's crazy work. You come on sports. Why is bacon so addictive?
Right.
Your call can.
What the hell? Hold on. I'm gonna
be completed.
I'm gonna reboot the phone. That's weird because it was like it didn't ring, but I saw the missed call.
Got it.
I'm gonna reboot my phone.
He do look a little D. You see his left arm, Brucey? Boy, left arm look like CT Fletcher. Boy look like he just stepped out the pen, got about
You stupid, man.
Bicep curls in before he stepped on the show. Say, transform, man. Let me go ahead. You losing weight, but I'm trying to gain muscle, man. Let me go ahead.
Gain muscle, man.
Oh, man. My dog. Indiana has no players in double figures. The current leader is TJ McConnell, who was on the bench with 9 points. Second, Siakam with 8. Tyrese Halliburton being held in check with 6 points, 7 rebounds, 3 assists. But the starters have 8, 10, 14 total turnovers throughout the starters on the Indiana Pacers, man. That'll do it. That'll do it for you. As far as the OKC Thunder, Shai Gilgeous-Alexander, big 19 points. You got Lou Dort chipping in another 9, Jalen Williams chipping in another 7. And your bench giving you awesome production. Hartenstein with 7, Alex Caruso with 7, and obviously they're forcing these turnovers. So very, very drastic numbers here. OKC's not even shooting the ball well at all. They're shooting 37% from the field, 38.9% from 3. They're up 12, and they're playing hounding defense.
There you go.
You're Indiana?
Yes, who's this?
My bad.
Yo, it's me, bro. I got to try to call you from the other line, bro.
Yeah, I don't know what happened there. I was like, what the hell? I had to reboot the phone and everything. What's up, brother?
I thought maybe it was me, so I switched lines.
Okay, yeah, I don't know what happened. You got about 42 phone numbers, Sneed.
I can't even lie, bro. I got like 6, 7 lines.
Yeah,
man.
I'm like, what is all this?
Man, if you watch the man channel on YouTube,
right,
you would thought that man got 7 different cell phones with 3 different companies, 8 different laptops, 4 different computers, 3 different satellites on the roof, 2 different versions of cable, 18 routers.
Man, yo, if I try to text Sneed, I don't even know what number is what, so I put them all in the group and send the text. I don't know what's what.
Like, give me your ERN number on the back of your box. The ERN, what is that?
What's up, Steve? What you got, man?
Man, the game. All right, so
yes,
nothing from Chet, not much from J-Dub, right?
True. Great.
You got a little bit of ball movement. Got you some points through Hartenstein, some extra. I call that extra. Mm-hmm. You don't expect it, but when you get it, it's nice. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So got a little extra.
Mm-hmm.
You got some important points if you're Indiana from McConnell. You know, that's huge because they weren't able to score outside of that for a few minutes. So those are important points. Halliburton really only got a couple of looks at the rim. Like the 2 threes came off of like they bit on a pump fake and kind of flew by. I mean, he's not getting a lot of clean looks. He got 2 clean looks and he made those 2 shots.
You know why?
Is like,
Yes.
He locked him up.
Yeah.
No,
Yeah,
all defensive first team.
Mm-hmm.
That's why he on there.
Yeah,
I called it before the series, Bruce. I'm like, you put Dort on him.
Yeah.
Make it
yeah.
tough.
And I thought it was interesting the matchup for Siakam. They put Caruso on him in the first quarter.
Well, I think that they saw
That's
what
right.
Siakam was able to do against Jokic, so they said, why not Siakam? Let's see what we can do. To your other point, Sneed, when we're talking about these defensive matchups, Nembhard has been giving people hell all throughout the East, but Shea is not looking bothered at all.
So there's levels to this, right?
Yes,
Shea's
sir.
the MVP.
Yeah.
And he's been cooking everybody all year. So who the hell who's Neesmith? Who's Nembhard? Who are they?
Exactly.
Right. Well, Nembhard
we're-
gave Brunson trouble. He gave Donovan Mitchell trouble. And I can't remember who was there.
Those ain't MVPs.
No, you're right. You're right.
And
You know,
and
so yeah, those guys are really good. And then you got to play against this guy, and it's a different story.
Yeah.
See, this is what I try to tell people. Everybody this is what I say about Clyde Drexler. Clyde Drexler was him, bro.
Yes,
he just played against Jordan.
Right.
You know, that's all it boiled down. So like these Nembhards and Neesmith, they're good players, bro. But and they might do it against the Brunson and Donovan Mitchell. It's just different now. SJ's is different.
To me, to agree with you, Sneed, Donovan Mitchell and Jalen Brunson, the two guys that Nembhard supposedly got made it tough for. Those are small guards. Those are very, very small guards. Shea's 6'6". He just had to go against McDaniels and busted his ass. McDaniels 6'9". So you mean to tell me this 6'4" guard is supposed to come over here and do something to the MVP? I'm not with it. I don't think that's a good move, man. You can try, but Shea's go.
They might make a couple of plays, but they're not going to consistently be able to contain him.
No, obviously not already. He is already 8 for 13. I mean, 8 for 18. He's already taken 18 shots. It's a lot, but he's hit
5 for 10 in the first quarter.
Yeah.
So they should have already known that this wasn't working.
Yeah.
So you're going to have to make that adjustment in the second half.
Who do you put on him, though, Sneed?
There may not really be an adjustment. Like they may have to concede that SGA is just going to get some points. And they're going to have to make sure that Lou Dort is not hitting corner threes. You know what I'm saying? Like that's happened a couple of times. And those are backbreakers because you're down by 7 and then he hits a 3 and now you're down 10.
Take it back to double figures, yeah.
Yeah, so and Miles Turner, I think he's in foul trouble off of some silly foul in transition. Like Obi Toppin is not going to be in this series. He is not going to be the one, bro. It's Miles Turner presents a better offensive threat. So Toppin, you know, as hard as he plays, and I respect those types of players, they typically don't make impacts in the NBA Finals. The stage is typically too big for those guys. At least Miles Turner can give you something from the outside. You know, if he has to stretch the floor, he can make a shot.
Well, I think the difference, though, Sneed, sorry, let me just real quick. I think the difference, Sneed, is that you don't necessarily need Obi Toppin to make a difference. You need him to be not a net negative while he's spelling the other bigs on Indiana's front line while he's on the floor.
Yeah, but Miles Turner had to step out after 3 minutes in the second quarter. He's supposed to play about 8 minutes. He can't be coming out for foul trouble after 3 minutes in the court. That's what I'm saying is now you're going to have to run Toppin for longer. That changes how you're going to be doing things offensively because you can't rely on him at all.
Right.
If he gets he took a 3, bro, and it hit the back of the rim. Like he settled. You got Toppin taking 25 footers. The Thunder are like, thanks for the break. You know, like we'll take that breather. That's like a break on defense.
Yeah, and I agree with you, Sneed. Again, the reason why you can't play Obi Toppin like you did against the New York Giants. Look at me thinking football. Come on, football. Come to me soon. The New York Knicks. Everything about everything about Indiana in the last series was pace, right? Pace. They was able to beat you first. Like soon as you scored, ball's already down. It's already at half court by the time the clock hits 22 seconds, right? You can't do that against OKC. So Obi Toppin, he's not useful because he's normally your flyer. He's able to catch it in those transitions, get those fast break buckets, get those dunks, get those lobs, get those putbacks if Halliburton was to miss a layup or something like that. That's where Obi Toppin is more beneficial in a fast break game. OKC ain't even letting you get there because why? They're attacking the point of attack early. So they're getting at Halliburton early. The moment he gets the ball, trap. Siakam gets the ball, trap. So Obi Toppin becomes a standstill. Like, oh, now I got to run straight offense. That's not Obi Toppin's game.
No, it's not.
His game is fast speed,
he's an
fast
activity
pace.
guy.
Yeah, I got to get up and down the court. I'm more up and down, not left and right. So I think I agree with you, Sneed. Obi Toppin, he's not going to be that much beneficial in this series at all. I agree.
And then Bruce, you said something earlier about Siakam. You said he's going to basically have to be a hero tonight. I agree with you, bro.
Yeah.
It's going to be really hard to get by this offense, like to score points in the half court set against the Thunder. But look how close every single guy is to their defensive. There's no room.
None.
You know, there's nothing. I mean, they're 25 feet away from the rim, and there's 2 feet between the defensive assignment and the player.
Yeah.
There's no breathing. And if they get the ball, they're 1 foot away. Like, they're so close. They see, this is what the Pacers didn't see against Cleveland. Cleveland plays a zone. They're 8 feet away, and then they close the distance after the pass. Right. And then they played the Knicks, and the Knicks have a few good defenders, but it's not this. This is different. You know, Lou Dort never, like, they were running screens. They had Halliburton coming off the ball, like going off the baseline, the sideline, and he was right there. He was waiting for him on the other side. These guys were ready. It's going to be really, like, how many points did they score? I know they're down 12. How many did they score? The Pacers.
Did who score? 45. 45.
There you go.
Bro, they might not score 45 in the second half. It might get worse.
Committing 18 more turnovers.
Yeah, they might score 40 in the second half.
Yeah.
And what if Chet decides he wants to make a shot? And what if J-Dub wants to get going? So what's good? This is the best possible outcome if you're Indiana to have 18 turnovers and you're only down 12. That's crazy to me.
Right.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That's because
you actually still have a chance, in my opinion.
Absolutely.
What do you think?
No, I was gonna say that's what Carlisle is telling them in the locker room. Like, yo, we've played lousy ball and we're still in this game. We need to clean up the turnovers and hold it down here, and we can get back in this thing if we execute and play some defense. Absolutely. And we know Carlisle is also an outstanding guy in terms of X's and O's and making the adjustments at the half. So I definitely think that it could happen.
Yeah, he's going to be looking to try to find ways to get Halliburton free, but I think also
Halliburton and Siakam, you got to.
You see, I think maybe running the Siakam entry pass and then going from there, right? Yeah. So he's going to look to score, and if he gets doubled, let's move the ball around. Let's get some cutters off the ball. Let's make the Thunder defense have to move. Let's not let them sink in and dig in and anchor in.
Right.
OKC's playing the passing lane so great, though, Sneed. I almost called you Salam.
Great point.
They're playing them passing lanes great.
Right. They might be playing the passing lanes great, but if your passing is crisp, at least it gives you a chance to break the defense down a little, because you're not doing it with your shooting. So what are you going to do? You're just going to keep taking 25-footers and missing?
No, you're right.
You do what you can to not turn over the ball.
Yeah, I mean, but okay, so if you look at how they're turning over the ball, the Thunder's hands are very active. They're just reaching in there and they're just going for the ball. Payson Wallace, Lou Dort, they're just getting their hand in there and they're knocking the ball out.
Mm-hmm.
So you just got to, yeah. So I saw probably 5 turnovers, just poor ball handling from the Pacers,
Absolutely.
Not protecting the ball. So maybe they should have 14. 13.
Mm-hmm.
The Thunder's pressure is real. So maybe they should have 13. Yeah. 18 is excessive. They had 9 in the first quarter, so they had another 9 in the second. That's excessive.
It is.
I know the Thunder's defense is good, but you don't have a chance in winning with it. They're going to end the game with what, 28, 30? How are you going to win?
So, Sneed, something you said earlier was get Siakam on the block kind of to start these possessions, right? I think that's what you were saying, right?
Yeah, because it worked a little bit. I saw it. He got some free throws. He got a bucket. I mean, if there's something there, at least you could say, we got a chance to get some points. Let's move off of that. Let's start there.
Yeah, and that's kind of crazy because Rick Carlisle is an old school coach, so I'm sure he could understand the value of running offense based out of that. But for whatever reason, just like coaches in the modern era do not want to do it. And I am curious to know, like as good as Halliburton is he capable of making post-entry passes? Because most of these point guards can't do it nowadays. So I am curious to know. But
So
you
you're
got a
thinking
linebacker
maybe
in your
it's
face, it makes
guard
it
or
tougher.
something, huh?
is it
No.
say again?
I mean,
When
I
you got a
think McConnell
linebacker
can
in your
do
face.
it.
Go ahead.
I think
What's that?
McConnell can make that entry pass. I think he's a traditional type of point guard.
Well, I hope so. But I guess if it's not something you consistently practice, then, you know.
Well, I mean, do something to create space on that side, so that way the pass is a little bit easier.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
I agree.
Typically, what you want to do, and this is, I mean, when I coach and when I play, and whenever my team is having a hard time getting offense, the half court set's a little bit disorganized. You overload one side and you try to just get single action on the other side,
Right.
and
Mm-hmm.
then you run towards that if you don't have anything there. That's what I'm saying is start out of Siakam because you had a little success,
Mm-hmm.
and he's carried you up to this point. He was killing the Knicks.
Yes.
He was, and the Knicks had players. OG Anunoby's a good defender. Mikal Bridges is a good defender. He beat those guys. Josh Hart, those are good defenders. So I'd go with Siakam. I'd
Mm-hmm.
play that, and you know, if they want to send a double, try to hurt him by knocking down some open threes.
I mean, that seems like it makes sense, right? we watched Houston do it, you know, 20 years ago, 30 years ago. Geez, 30 years ago. We watched them do it in '94, but obviously that was very different.
I'm not smarter than Rick Carlisle or any of those guys on those professional staffs.
Right.
But I know what I saw was the other stuff wasn't working. So either you just believe that the other stuff's going to start working, or you got to go with what kind of sort of worked there for a moment.
Mm-hmm. Well, the key is, to your point, Snead, you got to get something that kind of gets the ball rolling and gets some confidence. Your guys see the ball going through the hoop a couple times. And then also, if they can get some scoring, they being the Pacers, then they also have the ability to set the defense because the Thunder is taking the ball out of the basket instead of off the rim.
Oh, that's true. So you bring it up, right?
Mm-hmm.
Very typically when the Pacers make a shot, they press.
Mm-hmm.
They don't press all players. They press the ball. Like whoever's like, so it would be SGA, you know, taking the inbound pass. And then it would be like, you know, whoever. They get to press that, right? And they just hound them for 90 feet. They just stay with them the whole way. They can't do that right now because they're playing in transition. It's hard to get in a position where you can hound someone off a missed shot, right? So there's that problem. And then if you're the Pacers, the Thunder already know that you want to push the pace. But you can't push the pace off of makes. Like, if the Thunder are making shots, you can't push the pace. It's very rare. Like, the Knicks gave that up.
I was about to say, we
Knicks,
watched it happen to the Knicks. But, yeah, it is very rare.
The Knicks are the only team that let that happen. And I guess it kind of did with the Cavs, too. The Cavs looked like some shit, too. But that's not going to happen with the Thunder. They're much more disciplined defensively. Yes. And, you know, you got to talk about – and nobody's mentioned this. You notice that the old teams are all gone out of the first and second round of the playoffs. The old teams, like where it's old players that are going to struggle to get back on defense just because of speed, right? Like the Lakers are out of the first round. Luka can't run, and LeBron's 5,000 years old. He was at the Last Supper. You know what I'm saying? Like these guys
definitely in the dinosaur age.
Yes.
Yeah. These guys are gone, but all you have left are these horses. Like the Stallions. You're talking about the guys that are 24, 26, right? You got MVPs, you got DPOYs, you got all NBA defenders. Like, this is what's left, bro. Like, there's no more scrubs. And I think it's going to take a Siakam superhero game, second half of this game, to give him a chance.
I agree.
It's 61-48 right now. I'm looking at it. You guys, did your side start?
I got 59-48.
Yeah, I got 59-48.
Yeah. But yeah, no, you make a great point, Snead. You really do, man. This is just crazy.
All right, Siakam just settled for a 3. I don't know if I like that, bro.
Yeah. I just saw
and he just missed the post.
I just saw SGA hit the shot to make it 61. This kid is so nice.
He is, man.
He is the antithesis of the modern player. I love it.
Siakam just sliced up the defense in transition. This is the only way, bro. They don't have a pathway to victory against the Thunder without Siakam being a superhero.
And Halliburton,
I respect Halliburton. I respect Halliburton, but this is a matchup that's going to be very, very difficult for him. Very difficult.
Put a linebacker on them.
Agreed.
That's right. But you put that 2000s Ravens defense on them. Talk to him, Bruce. Talk to him about that 2000s Raven defense.
Best defense ever. You know what it is.
Hey, hold on a second, bro. We're just gonna pass over all those other great defenses.
Yes, we are. No,
Yeah,
those other defenses were great, including what was that? The 1978 Atlanta Falcons blitz grits.
You said it so definitively as if there is no argument.
I don't think there's an argument.
All right.
when you hands down don't allow any points, you go 2 years without allowing a 100-yard rusher. I mean, you set the record for most shutouts in a season.
Actually, you know what's even more impressive about them, Bruce? They were scoring points on defense.
Exactly.
Yeah. That's what's actually more. They were returning interceptions for TDs. Bro.
They had like a 5-game stretch without an offensive touchdown. Like,
yeah, that is crazy.
That's why I'm like, those other defenses with Steel Curtain and the 85 Bears, the Falcons blitz grits, like a grits blitz, excuse me. All those defenses were fantastic, but to me, none of them are touching the Ravens because I don't think any of those teams had to depend solely on those defenses to be able to win a championship.
You know, those are my Browns, right? You know that's who those Ravens are, right?
No.
Those are my Browns. Don't even do that, bro. Those are my Browns.
No. You have your Browns.
It's terrible. Where the Browns are right now, bro.
No, Bruce. The Ravens' best defense was not in 2023. Stop it. No.
Yeah, not even
2023.
I don't even think they were the best defense that year.
They were the best defense that year. They were historically great in terms of what they were doing, but nothing like that 2000 defense. That 2000 defense.
Yeah, the 2000 defense was scoring points on defense every week.
Yes.
Bro, there were some weeks, I swear they had 14 points off of defense. 21 points. There'd be a fumble recovery for a TD, 2 picks for TDs. Ed Reed was doing it, bro.
Yeah. No. Ed Reed wasn't on that team. Ed Reed was on he
came later.
2013 championship team. Yeah, Ed Reed wasn't there. That was
that defense team was really good too.
Yeah. The team you're thinking about is Ray Lewis.
Ed Reed.
No, not Ed Reed. What's my man's name? That came from Pittsburgh. Rod Woodson and all those guys.
Rod Woodson,
Mike McCrary, Tony Siragusa, the rest of them.
Yeah, Siragusa.
Yes, thank you, Bruce. Kim Herring. Yep, that defense gave up nothing. Chris McAllister, you couldn't do anything against that team. You couldn't run it.
I remember that defense very well, bro. That division was not doing anything outside of Baltimore.
Yeah, you couldn't run it, you couldn't throw it, you couldn't do anything.
It's crazy because the Steelers, I mean, those games between like the Steelers and the Ravens were
black and blue.
Yeah, it was like 10-3.
Yeah.
And that was deciding like the AFC championship.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean?
Travel. Yo, OKC is getting easy buckets now. It's clicking. They're getting easy buckets. Yeah, that's a travel.
Oh yeah, Peter Bullware. That's a great one.
Move that pivot.
You guys got to understand something. These Pacers really haven't been truly tested yet, right? Like they haven't been punched in the mouth. This is the first time that you could legitimately have doubt creep into their minds, right? They really haven't had that. They didn't have that moment against the Bucks in round 1. They didn't have that moment against the Cavs in round 2, and they didn't not really against the Knicks. I don't think so.
Right.
Now this is the type of thing where it's like, okay, this team, like if let's say the Thunder win in a dominant fashion. I'm not saying the game's over, but let's say they win dominantly in game 1, right? And they're like, yo, that we couldn't score. We couldn't do anything we wanted to do.
Right.
They may start to doubt themselves, and then Rick Carlisle is going to be tested, right? He's going to say, look, guys, we got to believe in what we can do. We just got to execute better. That's the message he's going to be saying in these timeouts. Hey, we got to stick to what we know, because you can't like change who you are mid-game, what you've been doing all year.
That's true.
So they have to somehow dig deep and try to do this. I just look, when I made my videos and when I did my live stream on this last week, I kind of expected this. Like I personally think the Thunder are going to win in 6. I have enough respect for the Pacers. I think they'll win a couple of games, close ones. I think most of these games are going to be close. If this goes 6 games, I think there's 4 close games.
I can see that.
But like tonight, if the Pacers are to somehow get a win tonight, it changes the entire perspective I have on the series. I just don't expect it, right? I expect the Thunder to win in a game one based on how tenacious their defense is. And so far, that's what we've seen. I think it's the defense that's forcing the Pacers out of what they want to do, right? They want to run, and they really have only gotten one leak out play. Like you just saw the one with Siakam in transition.
Right.
That's really the only one. They haven't really had that.
And I think that OKC, as we know, is arguably the best defensive team in the league all year. But I think they're also making a very concerted effort to ensure that they don't let the Pacers get out and get going, because it only takes a couple of possessions for them to get out and get going before they get some momentum. And we know what they can do in transition and with the fast break once they start feeling stuff. So they're making a very concerted effort. Okay, we can't let them really get on the glass like that, and we got to make sure that they don't get the easy stuff. To your point, they only got that one breakaway dunk by Siakam in transition at the end of the first half.
Yeah, it's going to take
a lot.
I don't know, man. I don't think one guy can beat the Thunder.
No,
I don't think two guys can beat the Thunder. You need like something crazy to happen here.
Right.
And Jalen Williams, nothing, man. This guy's missing a shot.
And if you're the Pacers, that's what makes you more worried. These guys are knocking down shots, but they're defensively all over us, man.
I haven't heard a Chet Holmgren shout out yet. I haven't heard nothing.
Well, I got the sound off, so I can't hear the call. But I mean, I would assume you're right because he hasn't done a whole lot.
I mean, he's there defensively, but he has not contributed offensively at all.
But look at that. Imagine that. And they're still up by double digits. So, like, that's something.
This defense is crazy. They got Obi Toppin shooting threes. Damn, he made it. What?
That was like one of Halliburton's best looks all night.
Damn, Lou Dort got answers, bro. Bombs away.
You know
you got a linebacker that can stroke it like that. Pause.
Whoa, all right. Thank you.
It was immediate pause. It was immediate pause. We're grown men.
Look.
It was immediate
bro,
pause.
This show, we do it too much, man. We got so many pauses going on, bro. It's
you
crazy,
can't say anything anymore, man.
You can't talk on this show, bro. You just got to sit there and just look at the camera, bro.
That's a fact. You can't say anything. Oh, my gosh. You know what? That's a great analogy, Bruce. Yeah, man. What did Villanova shoot? 68% in that game to win the championship? That was insane. That's a great analogy.
About the Brunson year?
No. Bruce said you got to be perfect like Villanova was in 84 against Ewing to beat that Georgetown team. I think it was 85 actually. With Ed Pinkney in them, and they shot like 68% from the field in that game against the best defense in the country. Right.
That's crazy.
That was the year I think the whole Final Four was the Big East, right? I believe so.
Was it?
It was either the entire Final Four or 3 of the 4, because it was St. John's, Villanova, and Georgetown, and I can't remember who the 4th team was.
You know what's crazy, Bruce?
Mm-hmm.
There was a time where the most dominant conference in the nation, like for years, was the Big East.
Yeah.
For 20 plus.
Mm-hmm.
You know, I know the ACC because of Duke and North Carolina, but like Big East basketball was it, bro.
Yeah. Oh yeah, Syracuse, Villanova, and then Jim Calhoun built up UConn. Yeah. Georgetown. Yeah, they were. Big East was crazy. I miss those days.
A lot of back and forth here now.
Mm-hmm.
And if you're Indiana, you're like, bro, we can't do the back and forth, bro. We got to get some stops now.
Right.
Yo, Mathurin with a fierce rejection, bro.
Show enough was fierce.
You gotta chill with the threes, man. That's the problem with modern basketball.
Wait, what time do you guys have? Where are you at in the game?
4:20 right now. 4:22.
I'm at 31.
I'm like 9 seconds faster than you guys.
Yeah.
I'm gonna
Yeah, I just saw that Halliburton pull up 3, and I'm like, that's not. Oh, good block. I'm like, that's not what you want. Like, the game is. There's a lot more time left in the game. You don't need to take desperation threes like that. You need to run offense.
You know what makes SGA very effective? He has an immense feel for locations on the floor, like like elbows, like edge of the paint. You know, like it's everything there is he's very precise. Like he knows where he wants to go. It's not an accident.
Mm-hmm.
He doesn't go where you're letting him go. He goes where he wants to go, and then he gets the shot he wants to get. If he makes it, he makes it. If he doesn't, whatever. He's trying to do a foul, whatever.
Mm-hmm.
You know, when people talk about like him and they talk about Kobe, I'm not doing that. I'm not saying he's Kobe, but it's the ability to get to these spots. Kobe knew where he was going to go. And, you know, Kobe spoke about like accidental basketball and having intentions when you play and when you look to score. Yeah. Like FGA is very intentional.
Yeah.
You know, there's no accidents. There's none of that.
Wow. This dude is so good. He's so good.
I'm telling you, man. I'm telling you, it's very intentional.
Gosh.
Yeah, that was crazy. That was crazy. He just threw that bug up there. Like, I'm on tonight, y'all. I'm on one.
Oh my goodness.
I'm on one.
Yeah.
Yo, watch Lou Dort fight through these screens. Watch Lou Dort fight through these screens. It's crazy. He's a
linebacker.
It's just not like normal.
Mm-hmm.
And he's not really fouling. He's fighting through them. He's not like throwing elbows or extending his arms out and pushing people.
Caruso out here hitting floaters. Wow. Okay.
I mean, Caruso's nice. All right, boy. That's a.
All right, here comes Siakam. So they're gonna have to go through Siakam for points, man.
Yeah, they don't have anyone else who's gonna be able to get it for him. That's.
I mean, the Pacers' defense isn't bad. They just can't produce the points off of the Thunder.
Right. Dort is a beast. Jeez.
He tracked Obi Toppin all the way down.
Yeah, he's so good. Man.
Boy, he looked like he played for that
2000
Ravens team.
I got to ask Transformer because he's the resident Lakers fan, right? All right, Transformer, what's it going to be next year? You happy to give Bronny about 20, 30 minutes a game? You happy about this?
Yeah, they did say that he's going to be...
You happy about this, bro? Talk to me, bro.
Yeah.
I'm happy that y'all believe it.
You don't think so?
I'm happy that y'all believe it.
They say he's going to be a legit rotational player next year.
Well,
yeah, 5-6 minutes.
Every time JJ Redick said something about Bronny last year, it happened. So why do I have reason to believe he's lying now?
Mm-hmm.
You say 30 minutes.
No,
you think Bronny's going to get 30 minutes?
He was going to be involved. He was going to be in the rotation. So to me, I'm thinking maybe the bigger games 20 and
5-6 minutes.
That's not rotation, bro. 5-6 minutes.
It is rotation if it's constant.
Games like last year.
If it's constant, it's rotation.
Right.
See, y'all believe it. I ignore it. Y'all think because you want to be funny. I just am like, I hear you, but that's not happening. Come on now.
Right.
JJ ain't trying to get fired. Now, if Bronny come out and he's producing in those minutes, then okay, we see a growth pattern here. But other than that, no, it's not happening. I don't even waste my time reading that.
You've been watching Bronny in Summer League? What you been seeing? Watch that in the film? What you been doing, bro?
Who, me? I haven't seen anything.
Nothing?
You know, Transformer, he got rep for his boy, you know.
No, I rep for my team. You got it twisted.
Listen.
Rep for my team. I told y'all, Lonzo Ball, Jesus. Bronny, that boy, 2-3 years away from being ready to compete and get normal minutes.
Yeah, okay. I bet you your guy gonna want to make sure that his son gets regular minutes next year.
And what's regular minutes?
It would have been too
What's regular
egregious.
minutes? What's
Probably
regular
10
minutes?
Probably 10 minutes. 10 a game.
It's about 8.
I think he's gonna really want him to get like regular time and stay on the roster all year, not back and forth to the G League.
No, that
Hey,
I can
Bruce.
see if there's a growth.
What's
I
up,
gotta
Sneak?
tell you, I got a good friend, huge Celtics fan, right?
Mm-hmm.
Bro, he hit me with this idea today, and I couldn't do it, bro. I had to walk away.
What's
This fool was talking about trading away
Mm-hmm.
Jaylen Brown
Whoa.
and rebuilding the whole roster. He said there's 2 players that are untouchable.
Mm-hmm.
He said you don't trade Tatum and you
Derek
don't
White.
trade Derek White.
Mm-hmm.
And he said you trade Jaylen Brown and you get a haul, and then you're going to tank next year. That's what he told me. And he said you're reconstructing the entire roster and you're getting a new coach.
Danny Ainge would do something like that.
Though it sounds like a Danny Ainge move.
Okay, yes, right.
That sounds
Right,
like because they're over the apron and they don't want to pay that. They ain't
Bruce,
trying to
you're
pay
a
that
fool.
tax money. So that
No,
does
they're not.
sound like a move, though.
Especially they just bought the team too, so they trying to get out from under some of that salary.
So Bruce,
Yes.
give me the bull case and the bear case on that. Bull case meaning it could work. Bear
Man.
case meaning like they just won a championship. What are we talking about here?
So all right, the bear case, they just won a championship, true indeed. But the problem is they just sold the franchise with 6.1, 6.4 bill. And so the new owners are not trying to be sitting on about $750 million in salary with, about 630 of that going to 2 guys, right? So that's the biggest problem. That's why you might have a legitimate case for that, because they have been, it's been reported that those guys were trying to figure out, the new ownership group was trying to figure out how to shave some of the salary off of that team. So, that's what happens when you got 2 guys in the supermax. So there is a very valid possibility, but do you want to be 2 years removed from a championship and in the damn dungeon, right?
Mm-hmm.
By trading away Jaylen Brown? Maybe you would have considered that, maybe if Tatum wasn't hurt. But I don't know that you do that knowing that Tatum is out pretty much all year.
Ooh, Thomas.
So yeah, that's kind of my thought. I can't see them doing that. It would be one thing if the Celtics have been down for a few years and just starting to come back up, but these guys are not long removed from a championship. I don't think you can do that to the fan base and to the organization. I
got a feeling them owners don't give a shit about that.
Really?
I got a strong case. They don't give a damn about that. They see that tax hit and they like, we not finna be paying that because somebody else made this decision.
Well, I think they're definitely trying to move on from Drew. And I think they're probably trying to move on from Kristaps. You're trying to move him. I mean, these guys.
And maybe you get rid of Horford. He's old too.
Oh, I don't even understand how they were giving this guy 6-7 threes a game.
Yeah.
Like their offense had some serious problem. When I saw him taking 6-7 threes, I'm thinking to myself, bro, is this an NBA coach allowing this to happen?
Yeah, he can shoot them, but yeah, absolutely.
But how do you put 6-7 threes in a game? I mean, you're asking to lose.
Agreed.
Like Steph Curry takes like 6-7 threes. Like who you got taking 6-7 threes a game here?
Yeah. But I think that's the only way, for the most part, at his age and where he is in his career, how you can keep him consistently engaged in the offense and the offensive production, without. That's the only way you can keep him consistently engaged in the offense and contributing. Excuse me.
Yeah, because he's old. Them knees lock up.
Right. He doesn't have the legs to be out here trying to run and cut and screen on every possession and do all this.
So check this out, Bruce. Agree or disagree?
Okay.
The Celtics were the same team this year as last year, but the other teams in the league just got better. Agree or disagree?
Agree.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, I agree. Yeah.
Because remember what we said too, how they lucked out a lot in terms of injuries running through the playoffs during the championship season. There you go, Transformer. Tell me.
I think there's some validity to it. Like, I thought about it. I thought about it. And I'm thinking to myself, it's kind of true. Like injured teams teams that didn't have their best players in the biggest moments. You know, like, and then there were games where the Celtics got blown out in the playoffs last year. You know, like that happened on their championship run. There were 30, 40-point losses.
Right.
You know what I mean? So, like, there were, I mean, obviously, like, the armor wasn't perfect. You know, so, and then Jaylen Brown kind of falls off a little bit. His productivity this year was maybe 60-70% of what he was last year.
So I don't think that he fell off. I think that Tatum probably just had it in his mind. And then especially hearing everything that was said. And then after the Olympics, I think Tatum had it in his mind that he needed to show something. He didn't do it to the detriment of his team. That's true too. Yeah, he was nicked up. That's right. And I don't think Tatum was doing it to the detriment of his teammates, but he really like kind of stepped out of that shadow a little bit and did his thing. So I think those are all factors we got to consider. But at the end of the day, even if you remember on the channel, something I was saying, and Transformer can attest to this, was that we're going to find out what the Celtics really are going through this particular playoff run, because they're not going to luck out with the injuries the same way they did last year. Remember I was saying that, Transformer?
Yeah.
Yeah, so now we found out. And they had their own injuries to contend with, so, you know, shoes on the other foot.
Yeah, and like what I was talking about with Jaylen Brown, he was dealing with a knee injury prior to the All-Star game. Right, so he was battling with, I think it was meniscus or his MCL.
Yeah, meniscus.
He was complaining about that all year, and like prior to the playoff starting, he had to sit out for a while, right? So
that's right,
rehabbing and trying to get back to it, and so the playoffs happened, and then now Jason Tatum goes down. He's like, "Nah, I got to be the whole one."
Right,
like, that's tough. That's real tough. Yeah.
So they're calling a lot of grabs on the Pacers, and they're going to get these calls in OKC. I don't think these whistles are going to blow in Indiana, though.
No,
so
I don't think.
I mean, that's going to be something interesting to watch too when they take this series back to Indy.
Yeah.
See how the Pacers play, and now these whistles won't blow for the Thunder.
Right. Well, you know the league doesn't want to sweep. They do not want that. But credit due though, all this talking we're doing in Indiana will not go away.
Yeah,
you know, they're down by
9
right now. Yeah.
Yeah, they're tough. They're never out of it. Never out of it.
No, I don't think so either. Bruce, an ACL recovery is generally depends on who you are, but 10 to 12 months.
That's a year. I mean, look, Klay Thompson took 2 years just to get back to somewhat of what he was once, you know.
Well, didn't he tore the ACL, and then he tore the Achilles right after that, right? I thought that's why that took the 2 years.
Yep.
And I think also we all got spoiled by Adrian Peterson and that insane comeback that he made from his ACL.
Yeah, that's ridiculous
wild,
comeback.
Bro.
Right. So everybody's looking like, oh, you can come back in, you know,
holy
9
moly,
months.
SBA, bro. Oh my goodness.
Okay.
Oh my
goodness. I guess we'll see that in a second.
Don't you make a noise, Bruce, because I haven't seen it.
Okay. I haven't seen it either.
Bro. No, here it comes, bro.
He was way ahead of us.
Now he's about 10 seconds ahead.
There you go. See, how come y'all needed that?
Cold-blooded.
It's like SGA is just playing with people out here.
Like, I know I'm better than you.
Does he have the 30 now?
You guys remember that Dave Chappelle, bro? The Rick James?
Cold-blooded.
I know I'm better than you.
Oh, my gosh.
Jesus. That's 28 for SGA.
Oh, my gosh. Steve.
All right, so here's what we got, right? Indiana in the first quarter had a hard time scoring, right? Since then, they've kicked it up a notch, right? So, like, in the third quarter, they outscored the Thunder, but they're still down 9. You know what I mean? So, like, it looks to me like if they can't keep it really close early, this is going to be a really hard series for them.
Yeah, because they're not going to be able to get back into these games, right?
Right. Because the defensive advantage to the Thunder, man, I don't know, man. So they're down 9 going into the fourth. Let me see something. I want to see what those turnovers.
They limited the turnovers now. They only had 3 in this quarter.
Yeah, that's huge, bro. But hey, the Thunder have 5, bro. 5 turnovers.
Total.
That's crazy.
Total.
So and then like if you're talking on the glass, the Thunder are +2 offensive glass, so that gets extra possessions, and they're shooting like, I mean, the Pacers are shooting better. See, this is what I'm saying. The Thunder are just like that defense. They're just holding them. The Thunder have taken 79 shots. The Pacers have taken 58. So that means the Pacers are getting one shot and it's over. That's it. You're getting this one shot and that's it. If it doesn't go in, the Thunder are getting the ball.
That's a 21 shot differential. Jesus, that's a lot. That's a big difference,
bro. The Thunder have 12 steals. The Pacers have none.
Mm-hmm. Jeez.
Points in the paint, 37 for the Thunder, 28 for the Pacers. I'll tell you what, man, if they weren't getting those points in the paint, the Thunder are in trouble. So, I mean, that's where they're getting their points. That's where their damage is.
Let's see, 11, 12.
Halliburton's got 10 and 8, 5. Siakam 16 and 7. Obi Toppin with 11 points, bro.
Where'd that come from?
That's huge.
The threes. Yeah, the 3 threes.
That is
okay,
wild.
there you go.
Yeah.
Okay, transformer.
Thomas Bryant hit a corner 3 in the third quarter. That was crazy.
What was that, Bruce?
No, I was gonna say, you see, going into the fourth quarter, how many points Shea got?
28.
There you go. We talked about the over-under, right?
He's never getting over 30.
Chet with 6. Jalen Williams with 9. Nah, I ain't gonna do it, bro. Those guys gotta. I mean, if the Pacers stay in this, and you're not getting anything from J-Dub, I mean that or Holmgren. I mean the Pacers they got a chance. Those guys got to do something.
I can't wait for this Naked Gun movie to come out, bro.
Yeah, I just saw it. I just saw it too. I'm gonna be on that.
OJ's like
Detective Nordberg.
Nah.
They handled that quite well. That was good.
That was dope.
Yeah, it was.
So,
yeah.
Nah. I ain't with it.
Detective Nordberg.
Naked Guns was a freaking classic, bro.
Classic.
Jeez, classics. Man.
Yes. Yeah, they did do OJ dirty. Absolutely, Edward. You're right. They sure did.
I think they're gonna review that play. Them Hart may be a flagrant. He's nailed Caruso in the head.
Mm-hmm. Yo, serious question, right? How come when dudes get knocked to the floor today, they're on the floor so much longer than when guys got knocked to the floor back in the day?
Because they
you ever watch soccer?
They can review.
Ever watch
You ever watch soccer? You ever watch soccer?
Yeah, of course. Absolutely.
You ever seen the way they roll around, bro, when they get slide tackled?
Hey, man, them slide tackles is real.
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. I think it's some of that's the showmanship. You know, they're trying to get the call. Maybe I don't know.
Yeah, it's the review. They want them to review it.
Yeah, they want to bring out that magical spray, bro, and they got to spray the leg.
You know what? So I never even knew about the spray until I was in Korea, and I was doing some martial arts training, and like my knee gave out on me while I was training, and my master came over there and he took some spray off the thing, that cold spray, and sprayed it on my. I was like,
your master?
I got a new leg.
Your master? He came over.
His name. Yes, Master Kim, my master. He was teaching me. Yeah, he was.
Yo, master.
Yeah.
So like your daddy?
No,
he was like
the master of the dojang, the master.
Oh, okay. I thought it was like slavery or something, right?
No,
your master.
No, like a
transformer,
bro.
Exactly. Yes, but we.
I know what he's talking about, Sneed. Shut up, Sneed. Damn. Damn, man. Let the jump flourish, okay?
I knew what you was doing. But yeah, he sprayed this stuff on my leg.
My master said I can go outside. And I can
Yo, he sprayed this stuff on my leg. I was like, yo, do they have this in the States? This is incredible. I had never known about that before. I was like, this is great.
What? I see it in the Premier League. I see it in the La Liga, all the soccer leagues.
Yep.
What is like a spray of icy hot or something?
It's something. It's some miracle spray. Like
it's that Mr. Me up.
Something like that. Something like that. It's cold though. It's cold. And they spray it on and you just get up and go about your business.
Damn.
Crazy. Yeah.
I need that joint every day.
Well, you gotta know, like, like that cold, that flashing cold. I mean, think about when you use ice. It's like magic. You know, like all the swelling and inflammation that you'll get with your joints, or you know, you
like
turn your
cryo.
ankle, it's relief.
Right.
Yeah, it's like instant relief.
It really is. Hey, Transformer, you got a question in the chat, man.
I do.
Better answer it, Transformer. Stop ducking the smoke, bro. Stop. Always ducking the smoke.
Where's the question? Who's asking me a question?
Bruce asked a question in the chat.
I don't see my name mentioned. Am I missing it?
He asked a question. It couldn't be for me. So, you know, I figure you could.
You know damn well that's for you. You know me. I don't.
Oh, that ain't for me.
Because that's is he?
Ooh.
The answer is no, because we don't have evidence.
Oh, damn. Did you guys do that Rick Bucher story?
Yep.
Then again, he said the same thing. Doesn't have evidence. So
yeah,
accusations are just
Rick
accusations until proven true. Yeah. I can make an accusation.
Yeah.
I think the earth is flat.
That's the thing about Rick Bucher is very, very articulate. He's really careful. He's not just going to stick his neck out and say something outlandish. You know, he's gonna tread those waters very carefully.
Yeah.
I mean, he walked a tightrope on that segment.
As he should, though.
He walked a tightrope.
What he did was he handled it in a way that he spoke to what he hears people around the league saying. He didn't accuse LeBron of anything. And that's how you do it. Why would you accuse somebody who there's no evidence? Why would you accuse someone of that?
But that's what most sensible people say. I mean, people ask me what I think, and I'm just like, look, he's never failed a test.
That's exactly what I said. Exactly.
So I'm not going to say he is. I just understand what others say and what they believe, because if they play the game and they're like, what the hell is this? And then, you know, everybody is always saying things like, oh, well, here's this it's just like a strike of lightning. It's just this one lucky guy, and it's just genetics. I don't believe in those kind of things. Like, I'm a person of probabilities and likelihood.
Right.
You know, so I don't believe in the one-offs.
Right.
I don't believe in like the luck. And so I'm looking for the most likely outcome.
No, I agree with you, Sneed. But again, to your point, and I make a point of every time people bring this up on this show, and you know that I don't tolerate people accusing him of doing that on this show, because again,
you know what, Bruce?
He's never popped.
You know what? You remember when he first went back to Cleveland. I remember this vividly.
Yep.
It was like in 2015.
Yep.
Ooh. This dude took like a 2 or 3 week hiatus. Yep. and I swear to you, bro, he was down to like 215, bro.
Yeah, off the so-called paleo
and
diet.
then he came back.
And he was dieseling Superman
and he had 20-inch
again.
pythons, bro. And I'm like, what just happened, bro?
Absolutely. But again, he's never popped for anything. Crazy? But and he went to Miami on that 2-week break.
He was talking about how he cut out sugar. I'm like, what? What does that have to do with anything?
Cutting out sugar made him diesel again. You know. No, as soon as you mentioned it, I knew exactly where you were going, because I'll never forget that. I was like, is this dude serious?
Bro, but let's be honest, bro. Let's talk about LeBron in Miami, right? This dude was jumping over grown-ass men. Like NBA players. He was jumping over them. So, I mean, we were seeing some pretty amazing physical feats.
We were.
You know, some of the most amazing things I've seen, right?
Yeah.
Vince Carter was one of the most amazing things I've ever seen.
Oh, yeah.
Julius Erving was one of the most amazing things. Clyde Drexler, Hakeem in his early days.
Oh, yeah.
You know, MJ. Like, these were amazing. Wilt Chamberlain, some of the plays he would make were incredible. Like, and that's the kind of stuff we were seeing with Bron. You know what I mean?
But the difference is, and I think why people are so confounded by it, is that he's always been, you know, a world-class level athlete. But to say that with all the mileage on his body and 22 years in, he's still doing things that seem inconceivable, it makes people ask questions. That's all I'm gonna say about it.
Yeah, but I think the thing that he can't evade, no matter what the situation is, like, we're seeing him be more injury prone. Like the nicks, the little nicks and the little injuries that he would just shake off before have now become, you know, multi-game absences. Right. So like, I've seen LeBron. Sure. I saw games where LeBron turned his ankle, something so nasty.
Right.
He just got up, tied his shoe, and went to the free throw line. And I'm like, what the hell? I'm like, that is crazy.
Well, that's an old basketball thing. Tied tight because later, because you want to keep that blood where it's at. Keep that blood where it's at. You'll finish the game.
Right.
Oh, but you're going to be hurting something fierce later.
We saw it with Isaiah Thomas.
But he wouldn't miss any games. Like if he was so durable.
Yeah, he was.
Like if he wasn't like, let's say it was like the first day in Cleveland. I mean, he would play like 75, 76 games a year. But like they were just planned to miss games. Like they were just like, all right, it's this random game in February. It's this random game in December. You know, he wouldn't play. It wasn't because he was injured.
Right.
He just wouldn't play it. You know, like he was never really injured. And then I think, you know, like in the second Cleveland stint, you could see like some of the things were kind of affecting him a little bit more. And then by the time he was in LA, I mean, his time in LA is littered with injuries.
Oh, absolutely.
You know, like
his first season he got hurt.
Yeah. So now, I mean, even if he was, let's say he was, you know, taking something or doing something, whatever, he still can't avoid that part. That part, like he's still a human, you know, like there's still DNA and it's still like muscle tissue and tendons and ligaments. Like it's still that.
Yeah. Steroids never prevented injuries. No.
Your tendons and ligaments don't change.
Right.
Yeah.
Right.
You know what I mean?
No. I think part of the other thing that's kind of when it comes to him is that he's had multiple people that are close in his circle that have gotten caught up with those things. And somehow he manages to stay clean. Like that's not normal. That's not normal at all.
That's where I think the smoke is coming from. You know, had those things not been there, I think it would be less loud.
Yeah, agreed.
You know, because there were parts of his career where before like the whole Balco thing, there were parts of his career where people are like, man, this guy kind of, you know, you'd hear once in a while, but like it really kicked up a notch. Especially like when Chael Sonnen, which by the way, Chael Sonnen knows those substances. Chael Sonnen is like a known abuser. You know, he was granted an exemption to take testosterone replacement therapy in his career. You know, he claimed it was for fertility. He was trying to have a child with his wife. Okay. You know, but we know the truth. He's a UFC fighter, bro. These guys are fighting in a cage. You know what it is.
Cool story, bro. Like, cool story, bro.
Hey, yo, Bruce, man, real talk. Why do you keep saying that? Have I accused LeBron of anything? Go ahead. When people call in here and they say LeBron is doing something, how do I respond? Transformer. When people call into the show and they say LeBron is doing something, how do I respond to that?
No evidence. I'm not going to say it.
Thank you. I have never, ever accused LeBron of doing anything. So chill, Bruce. Damn. Because I'm not on my knees in front of LeBron paws like you are. You mad?
Why?
Come on, man.
How do we get there?
Nah, man, Bruce.
We on the knees.
Nah, that's how Bruce get down, but I don't get down that way. This Bruce don't roll like that.
You know, that's the right approach, Bruce. It's true because, you know, if you have an accusation on someone, you need to provide a lot of evidence, a lot of proof. It must be like bulletproof, without a shadow of a doubt. Like we know it, you know, like you don't want to do that, bro, because you don't want to assassinate the character of someone wrongfully. Because when the shoe's on the other foot, bro, it feels bad. You know what I mean?
When I say something about LeBron, and y'all know this, what do I come with? I come with the evidence, right? I come with the clips. I come with the sound. I come with the articles, whatever it may be. I back up what I say. So I have never, ever once accused LeBron of doing anything. So chill. That's no anybody who says I accuse LeBron of juicing, they lying, because I've never done that.
It still doesn't really help him with the reliability of his jump shot, though.
No, but I will say, in fairness,
steroids don't fix mechanical.
So damn. No, but his jump shot over the last 2 years has gotten a lot better. A lot better.
You know when it really started to improve, Bruce, was the second stay in Cleveland. You know, like 15, 16, 17, 18. Actually, bro, when it comes to skill plus the physical, I think 2018 was 17, 18 was peak LeBron.
I think second stint in Cleveland was peak
Transformer LeBron. Said that too, but I felt personally like peak LeBron was Miami.
Yeah, I think you got the combination of the athleticism and the shot.
And
that
the
was
skill, exactly.
that. Yeah,
shot
his
was
skill was
actually
like everything was
yeah.
at his highest level in that second stint in Cleveland.
I don't
Bro,
know,
do you
man.
remember what he did to Toronto, bro, in those years, bro? That shit was crazy.
Yeah, no doubt. But I'm thinking about like what I saw him do to Boston in the playoffs, and I'm like, Jesus Christ, like
Jeff Teague said. Jeff Teague said he had to say, he was like, bro, we led in like all the quarters but one.
Yeah,
we got swept.
Right.
Said we led in all quarters.
Yeah,
but the one that mattered the most, and we got swept. He was like, bro, we just couldn't stop that dude, man. That's unbelievable.
Yeah.
Like he could shoot, he could drive, he could like everything was peak. Like everything he took from Miami, he added a shot, and that's when that second stint in Cleveland happened. It was ridiculous.
And if maybe the Cavs were a little healthier, maybe they get another ring or two, maybe. But you know, KD,
the first year, 2016.
KD going to Golden State is kind of like that was like too much.
Yeah, it ruined that.
Hey, guess what though? Hey, LeBron, you want to start it? Then
he didn't do that.
That's the thing. Man. I think KD felt like it was okay, right?
Yes, I've always said
like,
it.
Oh, it's cool. It's like a license to do it. Yeah,
yes,
you did it.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
That doesn't happen if LeBron doesn't do it.
LeBron didn't do that.
Right?
No, but what I'm saying is KD took it to the next level. Is what I'm saying.
So that's not the same. If we're the same as if it's even. What KD did in Phoenix is what LeBron did. What KD did in Brooklyn is what LeBron did. That's what LeBron did. He went and got some guys to a team and tried to make them tried to win. That boy KD went to a 73-9 championship squad.
So I get it. Well,
that's crazy.
The analogy is this: very simply, LeBron made MySpace and KD made Facebook. That's not
the same. That's not even the same.
But what we're
Tom and freaking Nick, what's his name? Mark Zuckerberg.
You know what, Transformer?
Mark Zuckerberg.
Your difference that you're trying to like your point, how it's like a different. It's a small difference. Like you're talking about like a magnitude of one. You know what I'm saying? It's just one more. One notch.
A difference of 1 and 1.1. Is that the same?
No.
Perfect.
Who said it was the same, Transformer?
You said it was the same.
No, I said
it's the same.
Okay, go back and watch your own show, bro. It's everybody in the chat. Did he not say it's the same thing? Same thing LeBron did.
I said he took it to the next level. That's what I've always said about it. Is that he took it to the next level?
Didn't say
because
same
LeBron
thing
said that LeBron made that okay. Those type of moves, he made it okay. KD took it to the next level. It's not the exact same thing, no.
So it's not the same. It's not the same at all, is what I'm saying.
Okay, but it's the same. It's the same type of move. It's in the same vein. It's in the same.
Exactly.
It's the same approach.
Like
it's the same mindset.
Bro,
the same
that's
mentality.
okay. You don't like the dude. That's okay. That's okay. Fair. It's fair.
I don't know the dude.
I don't know. OKC and the Pacers on, bro. We talk about LeBron way too much during the OKC Pacers game because that's ridiculous.
I wasn't even ridiculous.
Transformer, what's the score? What's the score, Transformer?
It's a commercial.
96-88.
All right. They're in it.
They're still
hanging and then another 3 will drop, and then they're back out of it. That's all that's been happening.
The and one from Caruso was crazy.
Oh, really? Falling to the right?
Love and Aries. He was trying to get KD that year? I was not tracking.
In the offseason?
Oh my gosh. Was he? She says LeBron wanted KD that same year.
What year? 2016. No, was that 2017? What year did he get there? No. Golden State won in 2016. 2017. Okay,
yeah.
Yeah, because Golden State won in 15, Bron won in 16, and then the move happened in 17.
Yeah. Right. And Edward, again, see, you want to keep attributing stuff to me, and it's very simple. I don't know LeBron. I don't like how LeBron moves. I don't know him to say I don't like him, but I don't like a lot of the moves he makes. So that's the difference. You need to understand nuance.
I could tell you he's very cheap. I know that.
Really?
Oh, very cheap. He's really cheap. He don't tip.
Really? He's one of those?
Yeah, he doesn't tip. I know for a fact I went to college. Bro, LeBron is 1 year younger than me.
Okay.
And I went to college, and when I was taking my foundations coursework, I'm an educator. So,
right.
You take your educational coursework while you also take your content courses.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm.
So one of the girls that was in my foundations courses, we had like 3 classes together. She was a server at one of the bars on West 6th downtown where a lot of the Cavs players would go after games or whatever else.
Okay.
She told me he ordered a $1,000 bottle of champagne and refused to tip her. And he said, it's not in my budget.
Really?
I swear to God,
that's
bro.
That's terrible.
$1,000 bottle of Moët Chandon, bro.
That's a foul. Wow, Miles Turner, what you doing?
Oh my God.
And he said, she's like, where's the tip? And he's like, I don't do tips. It's out of my budget.
What?
He must.
This is like in 2008, bro.
Wow.
Yeah, he didn't like her. She must have been.
That's terrible. Nah, there's no excuse for that, man.
I'm just letting you know.
You know what,
bro?
though?
And
in fairness, because I know this is coming
story.
from Transformer 2, Jordan was a lousy tipper as well. But go ahead.
Jordan was just an asshole. Blatant asshole. That's just different.
Yeah, he really was, bro. I remember a lot of those stories about MJ. Yeah. I think MJ got better as he got older, but I think in his prime, bro. And the same thing said about Kobe Kobe became a good man. He's a story of redemption. Like Kobe
Agreed.
in the beginning, I think was a problem, bro. Like Afro Kobe, like number 8.
Yeah.
That was I think he had demon days, bro.
I think he had demon days.
Right. Yo, Indiana will not go away.
Yo, they're back in this, bro.
Yes.
They're on a 12-2 run, bro.
Yo, this is crazy. This is crazy.
So this is going to be you got 6 minutes, right?
Mm-hmm.
This is going to be what you see SGA do here, right? He has to take control of this game.
I was about to, yeah, absolutely. That's the time when if you're that guy, you put your stamp on it and close it out.
All right, so let's talk about these coaches, right? What did we just see? What did we just see Rick Carlisle do? They turned up the offense, bro.
Mm-hmm.
Look, I was talking about how they weren't going to score 40 points. They're up to 94 points right now.
Right. Well, remember, I said that, and not to whatever, but I believe in Rick Carlisle as an outstanding X's and O's and adjustment guy. Yeah. So just the experience. Remember, if I'm not mistaken, he won a championship as a player with Bird and the Celtics, right? Obviously, he won a championship as a head coach with Dallas, beating the damn Heatles, right? So he knows what it takes. He's an outstanding coach for a long time.
One of the best, bro. I think a lot of people got to put more respect on his name.
Agreed. He's not the sexy name, and we get it. But
everybody wants these like former players that are going to be like the player's coach, and we know that Rick Carlisle is going to be an old school guy. He's going to do it like in a more traditional hierarchy. I'm coach, you're a player. This is how we do things here.
Oh, what happened? Lost my feed.
Well, there's something about the new school players. I don't know. They must just not appreciate structure. I don't know, man.
That's not just players. That's society on the whole. Basically,
but I don't understand. Like when I look at the difference between like player-friendly coaches and just hard-nosed tradition, that's the difference. There's structure on the one side, and the other side it's just like loosey-goosey.
Right.
That's really the difference. But you're more likely to be disorganized. If you're not
down
structured.
by 4, are you kidding me? Wow.
Yo, the defense is ramping up here too, bro.
Yes, I was about to say that. You're seeing Indiana really, really put pressure on the ball at this point now. Oh, wow.
All right, J-Dub makes both. Wait, I'm ahead of you guys. I keep forgetting.
Yeah, a little bit.
What time do you guys have? I'm gonna slow mine down.
He just got fouled, so they're showing the replay.
Okay.
I'm looking at the first free throw.
Let me know when he sinks the second one so I could sync mine with yours.
Okay. So wait, how'd you get ahead of me now, Transformer?
I don't know. You at 525?
Yes, I'm at 525, but he hadn't shot the free throw. Okay, he just made the first one.
Oh, I'm already on the game now.
Damn.
How are you guys watching? What platform are you using?
DirecTV stream.
Wait, mine just jumped back. What just happened? Mine these
Yeah,
last
what
2
time
minutes
are you
been
guys
acting
on?
up. I'm
I
back
got,
at 5:25. I don't know what just happened to my screen.
I'm at 5:20 right now.
All right, I'm still ahead.
Okay.
Well, I'm like a full 2 minutes ahead of you guys,
What
like
the
in
hell?
real time, not game time, real time.
Okay, that's weird.
All right.
Does OKC got the ball yet?
Yeah, Caruso just run the break. Well, he just stopped now. That's where I'm at. Like 5:05 and counting.
Yeah, Hallie pushing the rock right now. What the hell?
What the hell?
Okay, layup. Wow, I can't believe this game is this close. Jeez, this is a team that you cannot.
Bro, how does Chet Holmgren?
I don't know.
7'4"? How
I
do you
don't
take
know.
layups, bro? Why is that not a dunk? You got to be kidding me, man.
I do not know.
That's why you put a bigger guy on him, move him out of that spot.
I always said if I was 6'5", bro, I would have took over the world, bro.
What, man? I would have been booming on people so crazy. Like I never would have had a jumper because I'd have been trying to boom on somebody every time. Oh my gosh! Wow, yeah, 6'5" would have been ugly.
2 possessions, bro.
Yeah, this is.
SGA. Mm-hmm.
There you go. There you go.
He got to be the one.
Yeah, that
All right,
was.
let's see what the Pacers
show why you're the
let's see how they
MVP.
run their offense. Let's see how the Pacers run their offense these last few minutes. Let's see what they do. Halliburton step back 3. Rick.
Yeah, that was I don't know why he did that. Like, there's plenty of time. You don't have to be desperate with a shot like that right now. Oh.
I mean, it was 6 seconds left on the shot clock, though. And they had nothing set up. And he had the mismatch on Chet.
SGA to the free throw line.
Take over.
Yup. This is the time you do it.
Take over.
Mm-hmm.
If you got to get to the free throw line to win it, that's how you do it.
Mm-hmm.
What does he have now? I think he's itching.
I'm really glad he won.
So he hadn't really done anything in his fourth quarter. He only has 5 points.
For him, man.
SGA is a monster.
Free throw merchant, but he's only got 4 free throw attempts tonight.
Look, man, that's just a fake. That's just a fake narrative that some people want to push. Man. So I don't even. Yeah, it's fake. And again,
bro, I remember games where Kobe had like 27 free throws, bro.
Mm-hmm. but again, my thing is, and what I've always said is that, the way SGA plays, he forces the hand of the officials by attacking the rim constantly. So he doesn't allow them to not make the calls by taking stupid threes like my guy Tatum, you know?
Yeah, bailouts, yeah.
Mm-hmm. Drives me crazy.
Man, the man Tatum at home, bro. He's trying to recover from his Achilles, man.
I know, and he's my dude. But you've heard me say time and time again.
I know
the way he bails out the defense.
But he's hurt, man. Let that man recover. Get at him when he come back.
I mean, that doesn't change what he did when he was healthy.
Bro, Halliburton just threw the ball at the backboard, bro. Mm-hmm. Not even close.
Yeah. I think he was trying to get the call, but he's not going to get that call at OKC.
No.
Yo, Siakam does look like the pirate, though. Mm-hmm. I didn't notice that before. That's crazy.
Look at me.
I hate when people say stuff and you can't unsee it. Right.
I'm the captain now.
Hey, did you guys hear that exchange he had with that media member like a week ago?
Yeah, he's like, you good, bro?
Yeah, I didn't like the way he handled that, bro. I don't think that's the right way to do that.
I didn't either.
I try not to judge the players too much because they just played a game, bro. You know what I'm saying? I don't know where their energy's at, you know, and they might be frustrated or something. But yeah, it wasn't a good interaction.
I have a problem with the whole business of I mean, yeah, you have to understand that guys just came from playing, but
out of a game. Yep.
But I've been in the Jags locker room post game, like immediately post game. I've been in post game pressers and all that. Like
Man,
Y'all are
that's
making a
bold.
hell of a lot of money to stand there and answer these questions, man. Be professional.
But
Now,
that doesn't stop you from being human.
I was just about to say
You
that.
can't stop you from being human. You're gonna have some moments where you're just like, man, fuck this. What? What are you asking me? That's dumb.
Hey,
Like,
hey,
you gonna spaz.
Siakam's better than JJ Redick. I know that, bro.
Oh boy, Siakam dropping.
you're right.
I mean, JJ dropping some F-bombs in there. What the fuck
Yeah,
did
he
you
does.
just ask me?
But you know what's funny though? Like me personally, in my small level of experience being in those pressers and whatnot, I'm really trying to, like, while I'm waiting for my opportunity to ask a question, I'm trying to come up with an insightful question, not just something stupid just for the sake of asking, you know?
Right.
Something that can really give something
thoughtful.
Yeah.
Trying to find out.
And so that's something that I really tried to do, not just, hey, how'd y'all win the game? No. Like a really legitimate question. And so I think maybe sometimes not all reporters do that. And I would say as a player, you could probably get annoyed with what you deem to be a stupid question. Like, did you not just hear everything else that I said, prior to you getting the microphone?
Damn.
So I get that too.
Sometimes those questions from those media press people, they're long-winded.
That's
like
true
they
too.
got to say like 4 things before they finally get to the question. Like, I don't know, maybe they got to be a little bit more explicit with what they're trying to ask.
That's true too.
Maybe not beat around the bush some, because I'm not even a journalist or anything, but I know good questions when I hear them, and I know smart interviewers when I see them. Like you could tell they thought that question through when they wrote it down. You know?
Right. Yeah, no, absolutely.
Yeah, that's
but
wild.
But I will also say that sometimes you'll be in a situation where you are just trying to get something. You're trying to get the athlete to say something, right, to give a reaction, because that stuff is good for social media and it's good for your articles. So I get that too. I think it's a little bit disingenuous, but I get it.
Damn, Smith. Damn.
What is this comment, bro, from Chain, bro? Is he talking about you?
I have no idea. He can't be talking about me. Whoa.
Bruce
Pause,
is in my
Chain.
restaurant asking for orders of some young guy.
Yo, he got to be talking about Baltimore, Bruce. He can't be talking about me. I don't know who Chang is. Wow.
He sucked some young guy.
Orders of Boosack noodles. Wow. Pause. Big pause, Chang. I don't know what that is.
Chang, man, welcome to the party, man. Welcome to the party, Chang. Chang, you funny as shit.
I know, Sneed. I know.
Oh man.
You know what, Chang?
There was one troll in here the one day. I mean, she was just on your case, Bruce.
Oh yeah.
I remember that one.
Big baby Chrissy. Is that
who that was?
Yeah.
That's Bruce Boo.
That sure is not.
Big Boo Chrissy.
But look, when the phone lines get open, people get real quiet though.
Yeah, I know. And then I think Steve was putting gas on the fire too.
Oh no, you talk about Dominique. Oh my gosh. Yeah. Oh, she was the worst. Oh my god. Oh, great block. Wow. Yeah, Steve was definitely putting gas on the fire. Wow.
Dang, man. We're trying to watch a game, bro.
Right? Who is Chang? What is this?
1 and 2 orders of Souk Sunday chicken.
Wow. Yeah, that was yeah, I don't know Chang. Hey, look, Chang, while you're here though, man, just hit that like and subscribe, bro. Just hit the like and subscribe.
Chang with it, bro. Welcome to the party, Chang. I don't care if you a bot, bro. Them just funny.
Yo, that is great defense by Lou Dort. Wow.
Yo, Lou Dort is next level, man.
What is that? Like his 4th block?
Jeez.
How many blocks
Where did he finish All NBA? Was he first team?
First team.
Yeah.
Yeah, it had to be first team. He
got 2 blocks. 4 steals, 2 blocks. That's what he got.
I bet you he probably got a couple of first place votes for DPOY, but a bulk of it obviously went to Mobley.
Whoa. I don't even know what to say.
Bro, you don't have moderators, bro. When are you going to assign moderators to your chat?
You know what? The only had Laker Nation, I think, was the only moderator I had.
Well, where's Laker Nation at, bro?
Laker
doing his
Nation,
damn job.
he had to do his show earlier. So that he
Come
just
on,
got
Laker
in here.
Nation, bro.
Good
Do
block.
your job, sir.
You had one job.
Over here ordering 4 orders of some young guy.
Wow.
Oh, hell no.
Good bucket. Here we go.
Siakam. That's tough.
1 point game, 48 seconds and counting.
Yeah, this is about. Yeah, this dude. Yeah. Okay. Timeout.
Why did SJ give up the ball, man?
Yeah, I don't know. That's not
Why did he give up the ball?
Yeah, you don't do that in that situation. He made the right basketball play. He always makes the right basketball play.
No. The right basketball play is when the ball goes in.
I'm just saying.
The right basketball play means the ball goes in, and you make sure of it.
Mm-hmm.
What are they? They're reviewing this, bro. That's out on
Yeah, they're
Siakam.
trying to call a foul.
Yeah, I was about to say. I think
they're
there's a
reviewing
foul
it for
there.
a foul?
Yeah.
Oh, that's interesting.
I don't see a foul.
You didn't see it when with the reach before he fell out of bounds?
Yeah, but
he's reaching for the ball. That's not a foul.
The ball's loose on the last.
The ball's loose. Yeah.
Game.
Yeah. It's a 50-50. You could do that on a 50-50.
Fair enough.
Now, if Siakam had possession of the ball and he did that, that's a foul. But if it's a 50-50 ball, you can go for the ball.
They don't typically call a foul when it's loose like that.
Yeah. So that's a 50-50 ball. So that means each player has the right for passage to get to the
would
ball.
you blow the whistle on that play? I wouldn't.
Hell no. It's out of bounds. It's out of bounds on Siakam.
Right.
Yeah.
Yeah, Bruce.
Especially not now. Hell, that's a bad call now.
ID.
It's a horrible call now. If they reverse it. Right now, it's an out of bounds call.
Man, it's crazy. You know what, Bruce? Yeah, you like Young Disciple, except Angel Reese is your LeBron. That's the difference.
Angel Reese is his LeBron.
Yeah.
Well, you know what's crazy about Young Disciple? I kind of respect Young Disciple, bro. I'm gonna tell you why.
Mm-hmm.
This dude goes to every live stream, bro, running that same tired mess, but he does it every single damn time. He does it every time.
He is dedicated. He is dedicated to protecting his
He is committed for the cause, bro. He is going down with the ship, bro.
He is. Ship be sinking.
Yeah, that's a loose ball.
No, he definitely is. Yeah, you hear him all over the place. I'm like, wow, that really is dedication. Absolutely.
They both got rights to the ball. They overturn this. This would be crazy.
Yeah, this doesn't need to be this much of a decision. This is crazy. You're right.
Wait, are they seriously looking at it for a foul or for the possession?
I don't know what.
For a foul. It's a challenge. It's a coach's challenge.
Coach's challenge? It's within 22 seconds of the end of the game.
Yeah, you can still hold them.
Okay, so it's just going to be a ball out for the Thunder. Ricardo's pissed.
Yeah.
Yeah. Why
because it's a loose ball. You can't you could do that on a 50-50.
Well, that is not a foul, bro. That's not even a foul. Not even the slightest bit. What is a foul? How? That's a reach, bro. He's really hoping for something there.
Oh, man, they spoiling in the chat, man.
Right,
Damn.
Right? Like, come on, man. What are we doing?
Y'all see where we at?
Holy cow, they got the last shot. Indy got the last shot. He made it.
What the hell?
What the hell? What the hell?
Halliburton made it. He made it.
Wow.
Right.
Right. Yo, you know what's crazy? I think Man Down Sports did a live before the game started. Look at Halliburton's pops. He did a live before the game, and he said that Indiana was going to steal game one.
Game one.
Mm-hmm. Wow.
If I think Indiana's going to win this game. 0.3, that's like a catch and shoot, like right away.
Yeah, no,
Got to be like a Dana Barrows, like 25-footer or whatever.
Yeah, that's exactly what it is.
I mean, this is going.
And you know they're going to deny SGA. So.
This is going like 7 games, bro.
Yo,
what a game!
Halliburton is so different,
everything.
Man.
This changes everything.
Everything.
OKC could not hit a 3 in the fourth quarter.
One, bro.
This is
going 7 games, bro.
You know what occurs to me? How many freaking game winners in the playoffs does Halliburton have in this season alone?
I mean, he's got the New York one. He's got this one. Well, the New York one was a game winner. It went to overtime.
Okay.
But I mean, it kind of is a game winner because they won in overtime.
Yeah,
but not really.
Right, they're not going to count. You know what I'm thinking about asking that question, right?
I know where you're going.
Okay, cool. I'll leave it there. You read my mind, my brother. You read my mind.
I'll be there for it, bro. I'll be there for it.
Facts. Absolutely.
I can't. How did the league call this guy the most overrated player, and all he does is stuff like this?
Yeah.
He was voted by his contemporaries as the most overrated player in the league by like a huge margin. He had 18% of the vote, bro.
You can't give people bulletin board material, man. Because like Transformer been saying, that put him that made him go insane. That put the freaking the chip on his shoulder crazy.
That really did, man.
I don't know if you noticed this.
Yeah, it's over.
I don't know if you noticed this, but that lady's doing all the coaching.
I was about to say, I was just about to ask you, who is that? Who is that female in there?
Man, that's she's I don't know, she's like a I don't know, I think she's the next one, man. She's gonna be the next big coach in the league.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know, but she's super active on the side. Like, she's doing a lot of.
Yeah, that's crazy. The spirit of Reggie
so
Miller.
Disrespectful, bro. How could the NBA players say this guy is overrated and all he's doing is stuff like this?
Right. Yeah,
that's
that is
insane.
Wild. What's up,
Dumb
Chief?
Boys blew it.
Good to see you, Chief.
Dumb boys blew it.
Wow.
MVP. And look who we looking at.
Hold on, I'm about to join this call.
So they're leaving.
Bruce, what up? I got Sneed on the line still.
Hello?
What's going on, Bruce?
Hey, didn't I say that don't talk so soon early? But the Baltimore dummy don't never know what he's talking about, huh?
But
listen, man. Listen, I'm just having fun, man. Don't take it. Stop being soft, yo. Like you ain't never grew up with the guys and y'all tripping, y'all yelling, and y'all having fun talking sports. Stop it, Bruce.
I'm just saying
everything ain't got to be so damn professional.
I'm just saying when you're yelling, it's harder to hear you. That's all I'm saying.
So when I'm yelling, right?
Mm-hmm.
Shannon Sharp yell, Stephen A yell, Mad Dog yell. Everybody
but we can't hear you when you're yelling.
Hey, all those people got professional sound setups. We don't have that, man.
They gotta be Transformer. All these guys yell. All the best guys yell in sports. As soon as I yell, it was a problem.
You missing it.
Anyway, didn't I say don't play with Indy? I said this a couple series ago. Didn't I say that? But Baltimore Bruce don't know what he talking about, right?
No, actually, Baltimore Bruce, he
gave you props.
You props on every episode about how you have called every series correctly except for the Lakers series. Every episode we've been talking about how you've got them all right and how we need to take you to Vegas next year.
Okay. What's the guy who was talking? What's the guy that was talking with y'all? What's his name? My brother's name again?
Sneed.
Yeah, Sneed talking all this.
I think he just dropped off.
Obi Top, it ain't gonna be nothing in this game. He hit 5 threes. Y'all talking all this about. Listen, can I talk? I can have my time. No, I ain't got a lot of time. I'm gonna have my time.
No, go ahead, brother.
So y'all talking all this about how Indy ain't gonna be able to hang and all this. I said this. I called this, man. Stop thinking because I'm from Baltimore. I read at a 9th grade level, bro, and I don't know what's going on, Zach.
Bruce, we've been giving you love, bro. We've been giving you love for calling all these series right, bro.
I'm just messing with you, bro.
Yeah, we've been giving you love for this,
Hey,
man.
brother. And I said this is going to be, might not be the Raiders, might not be the Raiders. Now they say it's going to be some good ball.
Yeah,
Some
facts.
good ball.
No, you did. You did. Absolutely. You've been saying it.
Man, shout out to Tyrese Halliburton, man.
Shout out to Tyrese Halliburton. What the hell?
What the Holly?
Yes,
14 points, 10 rebounds, 6 assists.
Ever since his peers, which I think is corny. I don't like that about the NBA. Why would you have a poll like that amongst your peers who's the most overrated? And everybody voted him? I don't like that. That's kind of weird. Your peers.
It is weird.
The most overrated. And that's kind of crazy, though. Like, well, anyway, yeah, man. Shout out to Tyrese Halliburton, man. Been balling ever since people said he was overrated. He's been showing up the whole process, the whole playoffs, man.
100.
Hey,
absolutely.
They say mama mentality. It wasn't like this kid got the mama mentality.
Yeah, man.
Every time a big moment come up, he shows up. Every time a big moment come, Naismith shows up. Man, this team, man. If Indiana win this championship, man, it might not have the highest ratings ever, or the ratings might not go through the roof. But this is beautiful basketball, bro. I know everybody, the NBA don't want this, man, but just look at this game tonight. Everybody was counting Indy out at the beginning, probably at the fourth quarter. It was down 15 a couple times. Every time Indy get it to 8, OKC run it back up to 15, 13, and they stuck around. Shout out to Rick Carlisle. Hall of Fame coach, his philosophy, he's highly respected amongst his players. He put the belief and the inspiration in his players to go out there and keep pushing to the end. Man, Indy, man, and it's a beautiful thing to see a small market team like Indy play together to show guys that, man, basketball, man, is a beautiful thing, man, regardless of the era. And they play hard, man. Shout out to the referees, man, for calling the game proper. Shout out to OKC for balling. Man, it's going to be a great. I wouldn't be surprised if this goes 7. Because you know it's going to be tough for OKC and Indy. So, man, it's a beautiful thing, man. Shout out to Hallie. He walked that down, man. I just knew he was going to make it because there's something about Shorty. I just see something special in the kid. You know, he just awkward. That little push shot that he got is just weird. But it's buckets, clutch time, man.
Yeah.
He's buck. He got the mama mentality, man. But I told y'all, don't y'all underestimate the Baltimore dummy, the Baltimore stupid. Understand what I'm saying? When I say stuff is wrong, it always comes to fruition. According to Bruce, I don't know what I'm talking about.
Hold on. You did say Angel Reese MVP season was loading, so
I did.
No, but in all seriousness, Bruce, man, I don't know how you did it, man, but you have been so on point with these damn playoffs. I don't know how you did it, but
I know ball. I don't know the philosophy of the playoffs of what it's going to take to win, togetherness, belief.
Yeah.
Just respecting your coach. That's the main thing. Listen to what your coach say. It's like a trainer in the corner for a championship boxer. Listen to your corner when they see what you're not doing right and what you think you're doing wrong. But, man, shout out to y'all boys, man. Hey, so y'all come back on tomorrow? USA versus the world, right?
Yeah, we probably going to do a little something on that, yeah.
Yeah, but that's what I like, Bruce. You're working. You got about 4 shows in this week. 4 or 5 shows? Hey, man, this is great. Hey, how you doing today, Mr. Transfer? I'm sorry, Mr. Transfer. I apologize, brother. Much respect to you, good brother.
Can I talk now, Brucey?
You're the perfect sidekick. You're meticulous. You're articulate. I mean, you're articulate when you explain yourself. You break it down perfectly. And your opinion is always hit. Like, you'll never miss. Even if you don't agree with Bruce, and you'll put it in context where it's understandable on both sides. So, man, respect the Transformer, man.
Hey, Transformer not a sidekick. Transformer my co-host. He's not no sidekick.
Yeah, I'm sorry. I apologize, Transformer. I offended you with sidekick.
Basically, just called me Robin. That's what he called me Robin.
Transformer not no sidekick. Not at all.
But listen, though, Bruce, everybody can't be Kobe. Somebody got to be Robin Horn to hit the big shots when the time comes.
Then Transformer be Kobe. I'll be Ori. That's okay.
Oh, you'll be Rory? That's cool.
Yeah.
Big shot
I am the younger athletic
now, man.
Motherfuckers don't know that. Big shot ball got 7 rings, bro.
Sure does. Hey,
man. Y'all boys have a great night. I appreciate y'all brothers, man.
No doubt,
if y'all shut down, if not, I'll be in the chat. But if Thanks, man. Great game.
Yeah,
Great game.
Live, man. Keep pushing, man. Format podcast, man. Keep pushing, man. And you know everything gonna work out, man. And man, y'all boys have a great night.
You too, man.
Appreciate it, bro. You too.
All right, bro.
All right, Steve. Have a good one, man.
Game, man.
Yeah, that was insane. All right, let's get Edward in here. What up, Edward?
Yo. What's up, fellas? How y'all doing?
What's going on, my brother?
Cracking, lacking, smacking, and
How you doing, bro?
What's happening, bro?
What the hell? What the hell?
What the hell,
Man.
bro, Brian? Hey, yo, man. You know what, man? I gotta respect the light skinned brothers, man. That was.
Here we go. Oh my God.
Hey, hey, Bruce. Look, I know how. Hey, man, Bruce, just chill, bro. Drink your canteen with the water in it. Anyway, I'm just saying, bro. That man, hey, put on a hell of a game. That's all I can say about
He sure
that.
did.
He really did. And then now, I see SGA was getting kind of frustrated because he wasn't getting to the line because he was reaching for some stuff, but we're not gonna say what it is. But hey, it's a game, so it was a good game. But so anyway, I saw that Jay-Z put down $1 million that OKC will win in 5. I mean, if it goes 7-8, unlike him, $8 million ain't gonna hurt him if he lose.
Oh, you're a billionaire.
Yeah, he's a billionaire. You know, like 1,000 million.
Yeah, just like 1,000. And then also let me say this, Bruce.
Yo.
Transformer. The guy who was, I don't know his name. He got the cell phones. He's selling out the van. The one was on the phone for like 10 hours. Bro, LeBron is on vacation.
No. Okay. I see where you're going. Okay, you're putting an end to it. Got it.
Huh?
Never mind. Go ahead.
Yeah, the man is on vacation. Why is we bringing this thing up, bro? Y'all brought this man up about 50,000 times, bro. That basically tells me this man still moves the needle. We're supposed to be.
How many times have I said that? Of course he moves the needle. Like,
yes, but dang, bro. Like, come on, bro. We're supposed to be talking about just the game and what's going on. I thought these finals was gonna be. I mean, it's game 1. I mean, I did thought it was gonna be a blowout, but it got turned around. I mean, hey, the stuff that he was saying on the phone, man, that was one of those barbershop conversations that I just got to walk out if I want to get a ball saved. I'm like, nah, I'm straight. I got to go. Mad crazy going on in here. But anyway, so I see Chet Holmgren, man. He only had like 6 points. I'm like, dang, what's going on there? You got Isaiah Hartenstein. He's coming off the bench. I thought he might have been starting. But they get him some good depth coming off the bench for him. So, yeah. I thought that was a good, pretty move, and they got what was that? The other guy that come off the bench, normally come off the bench, but he started.
Caruso didn't start.
It's the other guy.
Wallace.
Wallace. Yeah. He. So yeah, good. And then Miles Turner. I thought he was gonna have a poor game until he just started coming in the fourth quarter. Hey, it's like
they stepped up, 35 points.
They stepped up. So how many points they scored in the second half?
That is 66.
Okay, and the other guy said it was going to score 45 or something like that, right?
He said they wouldn't be able to score another 40 if they kept playing the way they were playing, to be fair.
Oh, okay, then. If he said if, I was going to say, wow, that was such a hot take, but hey, it showed him how wrong he was. But anyway, and then... I knew that he was on. The Pacers bench. They stepped up. Obi Toppin. Hey, he did what he supposed to do. He did really good. Hey, yeah, he did. Somebody said it was gonna be wrong. Hey, hot takes was cooking on the stove with it. But
anyway. I'm not expecting Obi Toppin to go 5 for 8 from 3 again. But if there was a night to do it, tonight was the night to do it. That's what I'll say.
Yeah, and just like, hey, look how it was game 1 with the Knicks final. And we seeing it all over again.
Yeah, because in game 1 was it Neesmith that got hot from 3?
Yeah, he got hot.
And then they won. They stole game one. In this game, it was Obi Toppin. Got hot from three, stole game one.
Yeah, so it's like, damn, we never know who's gonna be the X factor, and Obi Toppin was the X factor. I thought Luke Dort was gonna be the X factor, how he was in the first half, but he just got cold in the second. Probably got he getting in foul trouble and everything like that. But anyway, man, this is gonna be a good one. I think I have to change my mind. Hopefully, I know game 2 gonna be Sunday. We're gonna see what OKC gonna do. So hopefully it'll be good. Bruce, what's going on with your phone, bro? What's all that noise?
Oh, we good, man. Go ahead. Keep talking. We good.
Oh, man. Like, bro, like, dang, I didn't hear all that when everybody else was on the phone, but it has to be me. But I got you, bro. It's me. I see, these one of them times, bro, you Calvin right now, bro, with something like that. You being Calvin. Straight up. But, anyway, man. And then not only that, man, look, I do not want to hear nothing about the freaking football. We signed Aaron freaking Rodgers, man. Like,
join us tomorrow. We're gonna talk about it.
Yes, sir.
Okay, please just take it easy on my Steelers, y'all. Please.
Why would I do that?
I don't give a damn.
We
they
play
even in my conference. We play y'all this year though. I think week 8.
I know we play y'all week 8.
Mm-hmm.
We play y'all week, man. Golly, bro. Jesus Christ, man. That's Mike Tomlin. I'm gonna pray for you, but anyway, man, I'm gonna let some other people probably call in who want to chop it up. But Bruce, you be cool, you be you, and you stay in your lane with certain situations, bro. Don't do that no more.
Don't
Transformer,
even.
help your boy out,
even.
bro.
Don't even. You need to chill. You need to chill, bro. Don't do that.
Man. Hey, man, look, I would just say this. The Taxi 12s come out this year, and the Cool Great Knives came out, but I'm going to let
First
y'all
of
go.
all, hold on. I didn't
bump that. I need you help to get these Kobe Bryant forces.
Statement. I asked you a question, Edward, so don't try to play me out. I hit you to ask you, not to say anything.
Bro, the point of the matter is it doesn't matter, bro.
What you mean it doesn't matter?
Bro, I see where you was going.
I wasn't going anywhere, but since that is not my lane, as we have established, I used to ask you about it. Okay, so don't try that.
But you did it before the first time, and
and the first time I was way out of bounds. That's why I hit you to ask you.
And you was kind of out of bounds with this one.
How was I out of bounds? I didn't make it.
It was a question.
Transformer. I ain't even make it. I hit him to ask him. There's a video I seen with and I sent it to him with LeBron. He was on stage with Drake dancing and whatnot, right? So they was like talking about how, you're supposed to be hurt or whatever, but whatever. So I was like, wait a minute. Does he have on?
When he was on the stage with Travis Scott, sir.
Well, no, Drake was there.
Drake.
Drake was there. So I was like,
Drake,
so he was dancing. Okay. So I was like, yo, is he wearing the Jordan 12s?
That's Bruce.
And he's like,
always wears Jordans.
Bruce, that was way old, bro. That was old, way before he started. He rocking with Lamar.
So anyway,
that was old,
so I hit Edward like, yo, I'm not saying it. I'm asking you, is he wearing Jordan 12s? He was like, no, these not 12s. These are 9s. I'm like, okay, cool. That's why I asked you. I didn't make a statement. So now you're going crazy.
But the problem I'm saying is, Bruce, the man is a Nike guy. He's gonna rock Penny. He's gonna rock Kobe. He's gonna rock.
He stated that in an interview. He loves Jordans.
Exactly.
First of all, if I'm Bron and I got my own custom sneaker line, there's no way I'm rocking anybody else's.
No, that's why he signed with Nike. That's why he said he signed with Nike. He was like, he was like, well, one, the check was fat. He was like, that's one. That's all. Money's always gonna rule. But he was like, Nike got all my idols and inspirations on it. He was like, I want to wear Jordans. I want to wear pennies. He was like, oh, they got Kobe. I'm wearing Kobe's. He was saying all that. So he was like, yeah.
The point is, I really don't even care that much. I was just asking.
And Kobe wear Jordans. God rest the dead. KD wear Jordan. He got his own sneaker line. So what's the point?
The point is, Edward, and I'm not going to take this no further than this. The point is, none of them dudes took shots at Jordan all the time like LeBron does. We done now? Are we done now?
God, man.
If I'm taking shots to the dude, I'm not out here looking dumb wearing his stuff. Plain and simple. Now are we done?
B, get your man, bro.
Damn, bro.
Transform
I don't know.
get your man, bro.
So the Pacers win 111 to 110.
Pacers won 111
This
to
is the
110.
fourth time I got to bring us back to this topic of while we're here.
That was
Right?
Edward. That's your brother.
I know. That's why I tried to.
Okay.
I'm reeling it back in.
Argue with a sneakerhead. Never try to argue with a sneakerhead.
How did I argue with him? I hit him
Again,
to
the
ask
Pacers
him.
won 111 to 110.
111, yeah.
Yes, they sure did.
They won
On an incredible game-winning shot by Tyrese Halliburton.
What the hell?
What the hell?
What the hell?
Who now,
Bruce,
since
Bruce,
1997, has
again.
this tied for the second most clutch shots in the playoffs.
Yeah,
Does he?
Yeah,
Like in the playoff run.
LeBron has 8,
Hey.
Reggie Miller has 5, and now Halliburton has 5. But the quick question is this:
Oh, you talking about period? Or in a playoff run?
Since 1997 in the playoffs.
Like a playoff run, like just
No,
one
they
single
just said in the
playoff run?
playoffs.
Oh,
just said in the
period.
playoffs,
Okay,
yeah.
got you. That's what I'm asking.
My question though is why 1997? Why is that?
Because
the
they didn't start tracking
delineating
until
marker?
they didn't start tracking a lot of stuff until 97.
They can go back and track that. They got people in the league office say, "Yo, watch these games and find out." They can track that.
So what?
Anyway, we know that.
I don't work for them.
And so Bruce, just
I know
like
what
they
it
could've
is.
tracked
Okay.
out- Hey, just like they could have tracked Will Chamberlain numbers with the Joker did and all that too, right?
No, it's harder to track Will Chamberlain's numbers because a lot of that stuff is not on video. Stop. Edward, don't do this. Don't set yourself up, man. I will dismantle you. Don't do it.
Bruce, hey, if you want to feel good to dismantle me because I try to dismantle you on some stuff, it's all good, brother. I can take it. I'm good.
Pause.
But hey, yo, man. Hey, yo. Whatever, man.
Man said he could take
what
it.
I mean. Hey, yo.
I don't know what you mean. Tell
Hey,
another man you could take it.
Yo, Calvin, Kermit the Frog, chill, bro.
Hey.
Chill out, Kermit.
I see your man here. He's a funny guy and all that.
Yeah, that's what you really are being. But anyway, man, we're going to have, good series. I'm going to watch the show tomorrow. Y'all going to talk about football, and oh, my God.
Nah, not a whole lot of football.
Many NBA stats weren't recorded systematically before 1996, 1997, because the league did not have the technology to do track every play. Detailed play-by-play data, which is what we see all the time, including many of the stats we see today. Assists, steals, blocks weren't compiled at the league level until that season. While some individual stats like points and blocks and fouls were tracked earlier, the comprehensive data we have now is more recent development. So play-by-play wasn't established.
No, but I'm saying, and that's fine. But what I'm saying, something as simple as, the game winners, you can go back and find that, right? Because you don't have to track play by play. You just go to all these playoff games and you go to the end of the game, like the last 30 to 60 seconds, and you can find that stuff. That one is not difficult. I get you if you're saying some advanced metric or something like that. You know what I mean? That's all
what they're saying. It's all of it's advanced metrics. Yeah.
Yeah, but that's not an advanced metric though. The playoff game winners or whatever, that's not an advanced metric.
Yeah. Hey, let me ask you this before I get off the phone real quick. I'm just gonna speak hypothetical. Just hypothetical, even though it's just game one. Bruce, what does this do if Tyrese Halliburton wins an NBA championship and NBA finals?
Nothing?
I know that probably ain't gonna be like, because I'm gonna say they don't do nothing because them folks gonna try to talk about him being the face of the league.
No. He won't be the face of the league. Nah.
Yeah.
You gotta move units. You gotta put people in front of a television. You gotta sell jerseys, shoes, or it's a lot more to just being an outstanding player. He won't be face of the league. Nah.
Yeah, and then he signed with. I know he was with Nike for a minute. Then he got his own signature shoe with Puma. So
that's not gonna help.
Yeah, that's not gonna help.
I ain't rocking.
Puma's not a big brand.
Hey, they might have gave my man a better deal and all that. So, I feel you, but that's not gonna help at all.
Or the only deal.
But you know something though, you got these kids nowadays wear Pumas. They be wearing LaMelo balls. He with Puma.
Okay, so. I don't know. Whatever.
Yeah, I'm just saying though. Hey, LaMelo Ball. Hey, he did have the most highest votes for the NBA All Stars. Kids like his game.
Mm-hmm.
Did he? He had the most votes.
Yeah, he had the most votes. The fans voted him the most highly.
Which is insane, but anyway.
Wow.
Yeah, it was just the fans. The kids, man. It's just the kids.
The next generation is upon us.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, we do. But hey, fellas, I'm gonna let y'all go, man. Y'all be cool and y'all be you. Water, baby.
Water.
Sprite.
No,
Coca-Cola.
you can't say Sprite. That doesn't work. You can't say Sprite.
Well, I can't say large, big cock. Like my boy Chang.
Pause. What is wrong with you?
No, that's what Chang said in the comments.
Okay, man. You don't repeat that.
Like,
Okay, what Chang say? Yo, nah, man. Wow. Chill. Nah.
Bro just took the E off of Coke, bro.
I had a block Chang for that stuff. I was like, oh, Chang is wilding
Hey,
out
my
here.
man was spitting bars.
No, those were not
Was
bars.
me
I don't know
some
what
young guy?
Chang was spitting.
My man came in and turned the chat all upside down. He was like, "Hey, man, what are y'all doing in here? Flip." Say that boy Bruce ordered 4 orders of me some young guy.
Hey, that must have been Baltimore, Bruce. I wasn't this one. And I
Oh,
like Chinese
boy.
food, but nah.
Oh, God. That was hilarious, man.
That was not hilarious.
To me.
That was crazy.
To me.
Yeah, that was wild. But listen, we appreciate everybody who joined us for this amazing game 1. That was absolutely insane. Did not expect it to go the way it went, but it did.
Yeah, it did. It's gonna be a series.
It's not gonna roll over and hand it to the Thunder. So
yes,
let's see if we can enjoy one, and let's see how the Thunder bounce back on Saturday night in game 2. Y'all have a great one. Appreciate y'all. We out.